Yo, 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 what is good? What is good? What is good? What is up with everybody? What is up with everybody, man? I hope everybody's Friday is treating them well. Hope everybody's doing good. What is up with everybody in the chat, man? What is up? What is up? What is up? Let me see who all we got in the chat right now. Let me see some. We just waiting on people to pull in tonight. What's good with you, Joshua? What's good, Justin? What's good, Terrence? What's up with all y'all, man? What's up with Sean? What's good with you in the chat, my boy? What's up, Jesse? Been a minute. Super Bowl champions, Raider Nation 2022. Ooh. I hope so, bro. Ooh. What's good? High five, Freddie. What's up with you, man? Willie Wayne, what's good? Good evening, gentlemen. What's up with you, Santee? What's up with you, man? How you been? I've been good so far, man. I've been good. Everything's treating me all right. How was y'all Fridays been going, man? How has your guys' Friday been going? Let me see something. I'm just waiting for people to pull in right now. But what's good with everybody, bro? Let's good. Let's see. What's up, Andy? What's good? Charm City. I said Sherman. And what's good with you, though, bro? What's up with you? Johnny, let's get it. Yes, sir. What's up, Raiders Gaming? What's good with you, bro? What's good with you? On my end, everything's good, man. My Friday's lit. Wish the same for Raider Nation. Exactly. Let's see. What up, my G? Andy, what's good with you, bro? Let's see. I think we're just waiting for people to pull in, bro. If not, I think we all good. If not, we might just do Dolo. I don't know why. Hold on. Let me see something. Sherman song. Yo, Andy was good, man. Australia in the house. What's up with you, man? What time is it over there? Like what? 5 in the morning or something like that? What's up with you though, bro? What's up, Mike Lee? What's good with you, bro? Darren Raider, what's up? Nothing much. We chilling, bro. We chilling. Rest easy to big market. Yeah, I just seen that, bro. I didn't really know, bro, but I just seen that, man. I just seen that. The land down under the chat. What's up, man? It was good. I see my boy. Yeah, my boy said he's in LA right now. So yeah, man's in LA with the family. Not gonna be on tonight, but I think we're gonna have more people on. I'm pretty sure we will. I guess we just gotta wait a little bit. But for now, we're gonna be in here chilling, talking this Raiders football, man. 12 p.m. Oh, I'm way off. What's good, Sebastian? How you been? How's your day been treating you so far, bro? Jersey Fire. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's that DC jersey. That's that number 4. That's that number 4, bro. That's how it has to be. The DC need that extension, you feel me? DC need that extension. Give him the bag, bro. Give DC the bag, bro. Yes, we need this man in the future. But what are you guys? Just as I was about to say, what's up with you, Sean? What do you guys think about the whole Kirby Wilson, retiring, choosing to step away from the team right now, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him, bro. I'm really really happy for him. It sucks because he's a good part of our team. He's been big. He's been big in the development of Josh Jacobs. But I'm chilling. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. I'm happy for the man. You always want to see guys still young like him being able to be in a position to retire, man. So I'm happy for him, bro. And I'm happy he was able to be a part of the Raider Nation for a bit. But yes, man, I saw that. I know that Josh Jacobs said that he has no hard feelings or anything like that. He's happy for him. So I know Josh Jacobs said that a little bit about it, but it's interesting, man. It's interesting because, yes, I mean, the season is just around the corner. We have preseason very, very soon. So does it suck a little bit? Of course, but at the end of the day, this is a man. He need to go live his life, bro. He need to go live his life, and you only could be happy. You only could be happy for a man that could retire. I think he was 59, 60. You only be happy, bro. Sad Kirby's gone, but go enjoy the life. Exactly, Mike. I saw people saying Marshawn. Shout out to Graphk. He was saying Marshawn. Sebastian gone for Marshawn exactly too. But I think that right now it's best to just do. I don't know. I would like it. I would like to bring in Marcus Allen if he'd be open for it. Marcus Allen and Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs has been very, very vocal about how big Marcus Allen has played a role in his development. So if you could have Marcus Allen, I never got to play. I never got to see him play. But I mean, I would love for him to be in that running back room every single day with this team. So I would love to see that happen. But Marshawn, definitely that's something to look out for. But my thoughts, I'd prefer Marcus Allen because, Josh Jacobs been very, very vocal. And speaking on this topic, I know my bro's going to have his 2 cents in right now. One of the GOATs, if not the GOAT, of this Raiders YouTube stuff right now, pulling in right now is our guy, our dog, Graphk, man. Hold on. Let me pull him in. What's good with you, bro?
What's good with my brother, man?
Nothing much.
What's good? My fault. I literally, bro, I just woke up, bro. It was one of
just woke up. It's good, bro.
I got my coffee. Good. I got my water, man. We good though. What's going on?
We not hungover, are we?
No.
Okay.
Nah. None of that, man.
The coffee in the water was like, work, bro. The coffee in the water was like, hold on. Hold on. He didn't have a night.
Hold on real quick. Let me set up to the computer real quick. It's kind of off right now.
All right, it's good.
Hold on real quick. Yeah, give me 1 second.
No problem. Let me see. Graphk, the early bird. He's gonna pull right back in. Everybody with the salute to Graphk. Hell yeah, man. I'm pretty sure we might have some more people on. If not, I mean, it is what it is. I thought we was gonna have more people on. I think we still are though. But yeah, Graphk, my dogs. What's up with you, dogs? Nice to see you join. He's gonna come right back in right now. But man, what y'all think? If it was between Marshawn and Marcus Allen, be honest, who are you guys choosing? Between Marshawn and Marcus Allen, if you could have one of those two step up and be the running back coach, in my opinion, I'd rather Marcus Allen. Who would you guys prefer? Let's see. We need X on. Yes, bro, we do. I'm trying to see where he's at. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Yes, sir. My fault. My phone was low-key geeking. But we all know what we talking about.
No, I was just putting my 2 cents in on Kirby Wilson. As much as it is, like short notice, but I was just saying, you could only be happy for a guy that's only 60 that's in a position to retire. So I'm happy for the man.
I agree.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I seen Josh say something on Scouts
page
about him basically saying like he understands the reasoning behind it. So it's probably bigger than any of us know. You know what I mean? Right. But look, man, the guy's put in 2 decades worth of work, man. Anybody that works that long deserves to just hang him up, man, and walk off gracefully, man. I'm not mad. And he was one of the best running back coaches while he coached. So look, man, more power to him. What we doing, man? We Marcus Allen, Marshawn Lynch. What we doing? Napoleon Kaufman. We need somebody. We need an old school player, man, to come in, man, and get Vegas excited, man.
Yeah, I put it under your video that you put today, man. I would rather Marcus Allen if I'm being honest.
I know Josh is a big advocate of him. I mean, Marcus really worked with him a lot. They respect each other. That would be great too, man. That would be fire.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Marshawn, obviously, I mean, he's the people's man, like everybody want to have Marshawn, but I think that maybe Marcus, because Marcus Allen, he's been around like the coaching staff before, I believe. So I don't know if he'd be wanting.
He's like a brand ambassador, like how Charles Woodson is,
exactly.
Marcel, Reece is. But I mean, at this point, man, who would these young guys listen to, man? I mean, they're gonna listen to anyway. We have a great running back room. Like Josh Jacobs is respectful, Drake is respectful. But you bring in a Marshawn Lynch, a guy that these guys grew up watching, one of the best teammates I ever like. I always heard people talking about how much of a great teammate this guy was. Man, the knowledge of the game, bro. I think Marshawn be great. Plus, like I said in the video, he's moving a lot of stuff, out there to Vegas. He's expanding his role, in his brand. Why not, man? Shit, fuck it. Let's get some excitement in Vegas,
bro. If Marshawn could become anything within the Raiders again, bro, I'm all for it. I'm all for it immediately. I don't care if this man became offensive coordinator and didn't know what the hell he was doing, bro. I wouldn't care.
Bro, I'm over here trying to put people's comments on the thing. That's how I know I'm not used to having road.
You think they would rather, like, okay, from our running back group, who do you think they would gravitate towards more out of those two guys?
What do you mean? Who?
Out of Marshawn and Allen, if those guys were to be an option.
I think both. But I also think, and to be honest, man, I really truly believe, and this may sound crazy because Marcus Allen is a good guy on and off the field. But I mean, Marshawn, man, the shit he does for the community, the shit he does for, like, bro, his city of Oakland, bro, like, this dude gives out, for those who don't know, man, he gives out free haircuts to underprivileged kids before school, free backpacks, free camps. I mean, the guy does it all. I mean, he's out in the field handing out Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? Like shit for Thanksgiving, turkeys and all that. I mean, I just think as a human being, and I seen a lot of people comment, man, in my comment section. I was really disappointed in a lot of the nation, man, saying this guy is toxic. He's this. I'm like why? Like why, man? But this guy has done more for off the field than he's done on the field, and that speaks volumes because he's done a lot on the field.
Yeah, I mean, like that legendary little mic'd up clip where they're in the middle of making it to the Super Bowl, and Sherman asked him, what you doing for Christmas? And he was like, oh, we got to get past Thanksgiving first, and I'm gonna be doing this, and this, and like this man's ready to go to the Super Bowl, and he's thinking about his community, like that's a different level. That's
he went to Hawaii. He spent a Thanksgiving in Hawaii and was out there handing out turkeys in Hawaii. He ain't even from there. That just lets you know, bro, he has pride in being a human being, not just an Oaklander, but like an actual human being, bro. Like we would be privileged to have Marshawn Lynch anywhere in that office, bro. Period, point blank. But I mean, is it realistic? No. I think we're gonna end up bringing somebody on that's already there, actually just promoting someone. With, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, we have two great running backs. I mean, it's not gonna make that really that much big of a deal. These guys already know the game, but
I mean, I think if to answer my own question, I think that they would probably gravitate towards Marcus Allen more.
Okay.
Because, you know, Marcus Allen probably has his own section in that locker room or that facility. The man's a freaking Hall of Famer, bro. Like he's a legend, right? Not saying that Marshawn isn't, but he's not at that same, you know, caliber with what he's where we are right now, you know. And I think that you see guys like our starting running back, Josh Jacobs. Imagine if he got to really pick that man's brain every single day and just go out. Not saying that Marshawn wouldn't elevate both of our running backs game, but I just think that Marcus Allen, just knowing that he's very, very historical for this team, because Marshawn Lynch is historical for our city, but Marcus Allen is historical for this team. And I think that maybe then you get more guys, and maybe you can use that as a recruiting piece. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it'll be amazing.
I think it'd be another great story with Mark Davis as well, because for those who don't know, behind the scenes, well, not even behind the scenes, it was actually publicly known that he had brought Shanahan in years ago for an interview, and him and his dad were historically bad. Like they had a very, very toxic relationship. And this is like the continuing trend of him saying, look, you know, everyone knows about the whole Marcus Allen and Al Davis shit. We all know, you know, they fell out and Al was sitting them and Bo was the guy. But I mean, that could have been the greatest two-headed monster forever. But it would be great. It'd be a great story, man, to see, you know, Mark continue to bring old Raiders back in, man, that the story's not done. And one thing with Marshawn is we still don't know if he's done with football. We have no idea, man. This guy will retire, then come back because he misses the game, or if Seattle asks him to come back, boom, Oakland. We came home, you know what I'm saying, for the last year in Oakland. I mean, look, man, I don't know. Either one, we'd be blessed to have either one of them, man.
Either one of them, exactly. I really don't know, like, in this point of the offseason, what's a realistic person that we'd have. I think that maybe they probably just end up promoting somebody to that position.
Yeah.
But because I don't think that right now there's many candidates for the running back position that teams are just looking after and doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if Greg Olsen gets demoted to that, like that would be crazy. And then you bring in a new offensive coordinator. Like, I would do it. I would do it.
Look, we've been trying to speak that shit into the universe for a long time, bro, about trying to get a young OC, man, someone that knows the game today. But at the end of the day, man, Gruden's always going to be the offensive coordinator. It is what it is. He's not willing to give up that reign. And at the end of the day, I mean, we had a top 10 offense, so I'm not mad about it. I mean, shit,
right.
Gruden's been doing great outside of the red zone.
Do you think that with this happening, do you think that right now it's having our running back room or our locker room kind of like questioning it, or do you think that they all understand, kind of like how Josh Jacobs was saying, like he completely understands it, like there's nothing wrong with what happened?
Look, at first, man, we're Raider fans. We're always going to think negative. We're just like, what the hell is going on? Behind those walls. But with Josh saying that, it kind of brought me down a little bit. Like, okay, maybe it's bigger than football, and that's what it sounds like. At the end of the day, we don't know what's going on. He could have an ill family member, God forbid. He could be ill, God forbid. We don't know what's going on. So at the end of the day, man, with somebody that's spent pretty much their whole life in football, there has to be something behind it. And I don't think it's anything bad on our end. I think it was just there was something bigger than football, more meaningful than football that Kirby had to attend to. That's what I think. I don't think
me too. I agree 100%.
I don't want to look too into it, man. And we're just Raiders. We're used to everything being toxic. There's always something going on. But
we just gotta be happy for a fellow Raider retiring and living his life. Like that's just how we should look at it.
First of all, bro, last time I checked, don't we have a coalition? Where are these motherfuckers?
Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Oh my god!
I thought we had a NorCal coalition, man. Bro, NorCal's tripping. You know what? Everybody in the comment section was saying we need to start a SoCal coalition. I wonder if them motherfuckers will be late. Shit, man, what's going on, bro?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Shit's tripping right now. But real quick, let me answer this real quick. She says, "Shout out to Jackie for the donation. Always supporting this channel, everybody's channel." I don't think he liked being in Seattle, honestly. I think he loved being in Seattle. I mean, I really think he loved it. Realistically, I don't think that he would have stayed there for that long because I just don't think that that's the kind of person Marshawn is if he didn't like it. You know, if he didn't like it, he would have got himself out of there sooner.
Also, anything is better than being in Buffalo. He was miserable out there. So for him,
he got into some legal stuff out there. Like,
yeah. So I mean, but hey, he came back to the West Coast, man. He was close enough. Look, Seattle to me is literally like the Northwest San Francisco. It's like home. So,
it's close. It's close. It's on
Mm-hmm.
And then shout out to Danny with the $2 donation. Says, are all of our starters already on the roster? No, we don't have no roster cuts or anything just yet. So we still got 90 people on this roster. There's nothing that we have right now is final at all. So who knows? Jalen Richard could be gone tomorrow.
$3 million right there. $3.5
million. Hey, what do you think about this one? Because I like this one a lot. Marcel Reece stays with the Raiders, always around the team. I would not mind this at all. I would accept it with open arms. Marcel,
I mean, look,
he spelled his name wrong, but yeah, I would accept it with open arms.
I would too. Look, man, he was pretty much for many years the only Pro Bowler that we ever had.
And was a fullback.
Yeah, a fullback. And to be honest, man, I think he would work wonders with Alec Ingo, man.
I think that he would just we got some legendary type people that we could just choose from if we really wanted to. I think Marcel Reece is actually out of Allen, Lynch, and Marcel Reece, I think that one's actually probably the most
realistic.
Yeah,
a lot of people have been screaming for Bo Jackson as well, and he's been a lot more active lately. He's been talking football. Look, man, we bringing Bo. Holy shit, bro!
But then you really home.
I love that $2 donation. Shout out to Jackie, man.
Yeah, for real.
No. The next one. The next one after this. I love it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Before I get the next one, shout out to this one right here. She said he wasn't out in the community he'd always hide. In Seattle, I thought that he was just as helping hand out there as he is here.
When I used to do shows out there, I used to go out to Tacoma and Seattle. I always heard about Marshawn being out there in the community, but Jackie redeemed herself with this comment right here. So I feel you, Queen. You're correct. Solomon Thomas is the GOAT. There's 2 GOATs in this. There's 3 GOATs in this world. It's Solomon Thomas, Javon Holland, and Javon Holland. So other than that, man, you know what I mean? We here with it, man. You know? Shout out to Jackie. Real recognize real. Talk that shit.
False. I didn't know that Trash had a new logo, bro. I didn't know that. Like, where are we getting these new logos for things, bro? I was like, I just didn't understand that one. Like, this one really, like, it hurts my head, like, when people do this. Like, it really does. Like, I know it's a joke. But it really pains my head to do this. Andy Bridger Solomon Thomas jersey. Not owned, never will be owned. That jersey is somewhere with the rest of the garbage. I don't know. That jersey will never be in my possession.
X in the building. X in the building. What's good, y'all?
No, you need a Niner jersey.
I know. I don't have one. I don't have one, man. But X is here, man. What we doing? My phone died.
Now you gotta be in the middle of Lemon Square.
This one's on. This one's dead. This one's dead. Yeah,
you gotta be in the middle of London Square.
Jack London.
Jack London, yeah. Bro, the train just bro, he was oh my gosh, man.
What we talking about, man?
Oh, but okay, real quick. Out of all of our new league guys, out of our entire defensive coaching staff, like just the staff members, who do you think is gonna have the biggest impact on each position group? Like, do you think it's gonna? I'm gonna count Rod. I'm gonna say Rod Marinelli. I'm gonna just redo it. This is first year again. You think Rod Marinelli is gonna have a bigger impact with the D line? You think Richard Smith's gonna have a bigger impact with the linebackers? You think Milas with the DBs? You think Gus Bradley with everybody, or what's the deal?
I think Milas clear as day.
Milas with.
I think clear as day. To me personally, I think that I know Marinelli's been around longer. This shit's too hot. But I think he's been around the longest. You know, Rob Marinelli. You know, so he's more proven in this league. I guess you could say that. But to me, Ron Milas is the best mind that we have on this coaching staff.
It's interesting, right? Because Milas essentially could be leaving to go be a DC.
Yeah.
And Rod Marinelli could be he was just demoted from DC to be a defensive line coach.
They were saying something about Ron Milas' son as well.
Oh wow, I didn't hear about that. I know that his son is a very, very, very smart guy, just like his dad, but I didn't hear anything like of that kind of sort. But I actually want to take like a flyer on that question, and I want to say Richard Smith is going to have the biggest impact with our linebackers.
Okay.
Like I don't know why it's a strange feeling. Like as much as I know Ron Milas is great, I do believe that he'll work wonders. But I think that we'll see our linebacking group not be out of whack. Like I know a lot of it's going to come with the scheme.
Yeah.
But I mean, Richard Smith, you look at his resume, it's almost just as good as Ron Milas. Like that's what I like about this coaching staff that we got right now. Like you look at Gunther's resume, he had no resume.
No resume at all.
Like there was no resume. He had nothing. Ron Marinelli comes in and he had to work with somebody that knew nothing. So you know, it was trash in that department. And then it's like, I that's what I didn't understand. Like, you let a guy that's done nothing in this league get surrounded by, you know, Gruden. He's won a Super Bowl. Rod Marinelli, he's been a successful DC. And then you look about Gunther, and he's done nothing, and he stayed here for a long time. And it's kind of ridiculous. So this is why right now, I mean, shoot, every single person that's coaching right now on our defense has been coaching for longer than I've been alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's great. Like, that is very, very good. And that's why I do think that we can take a leap all the way to 17th defense this year. I don't want to say that that's where we'll be, but you look at
that's
these
playoffs.
guys have seen everything in the NFL.
That's
like
the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you gonna throw at Richard Smith that's been coaching for 30-something years that he hasn't seen before?
Yeah.
Same goes with Gus Bradley. Same goes with Ron Miles, and same thing with Rod Marinelli. Like, what are you gonna throw at these guys that they necessarily haven't seen before? Unless we're talking about the Chiefs that do a ridiculous motion every other play, and then you talk about the Ravens that have a very creative running game. So without those two, like, what can you honestly throw at these guys that they haven't seen before? That's why, for some reason, I think that Richard Smith, he's really gonna elevate one of our linebackers to the max this year.
I agree.
Whether it's Nicholas Morrow or Corey Littleton absolutely just dominating again, I think that one of our linebackers, we're going to have a good, solid, maybe top 10 at their specific position linebacker this year. And I think that a lot of the credit will go to Richard Smith, because who was our linebacking coach last year? Did we have one? I'm pretty sure it was just Gunther teaching everybody.
Bro, Gunther was just no, we had one, but Gunther was so ass that everybody looked really, really bad. I think Richard Smith, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 linebacking coaches that I'd rather have coach this unit, period, in the whole league. I think that he's one of the guys that can transition Divine Diablo, Tanner Mules, and Javen White the best possible way, period, into the linebacker position, man. And I still think Littleton's going to have a humongous year for us, man. I think it's going to have a huge year for us, and I think Richard, I think he's going to be a part of that for sure. But I also think that Littleton has a chip on his shoulder, man, and just more simplistic defense is going to work wonders for Littleton, man. I really truly believe that.
For me, the kind of 2 things that when we look at the draft picks that we did, obviously the Leatherwood one was a bold pick. Like,
yeah, for sure,
it was kind of interesting. But then you look at the Kuntz one; that one got respect. But then when we got Divine Diablo, when you had other players on the board, that one also took a hit, like, from the media, like, okay, there was other people on the board. Yeah. But those 2 picks that people kind of were a little, concerned about or said that they weren't the best, those were the 2 that we had people on our staff go up to either our head coach or our GM saying that this is the guy that you really, really want. Cable went up to them and apparently just sold them everything Alex Leatherwood.
Yep.
And then Mayock, after day 2, said that Richard Smith walked up to them and said that Divine Diablo is your exact will linebacker that you need in this league. So you got 2 coaches that pushed the initiative for a guy that people may think weren't going to be the best players where they were drafted at. But what if those 2 guys end up being some of the best people on this roster? Like, I know it could be a stretch with Divine Diablo saying that we have a lot of will linebackers. I mean, you got Muse that you got last year. You got White. You got Nicholas Morrow. Maybe this man will just ball out again, maybe get a contract elsewhere. But I think that those 2 kind of made me think, like, okay, these guys really they watch their tape. If we didn't watch our tape for anybody else, they watched their tape for those 2 people the most. Because if those were 2 guys that stood out that much, that they went up to Gruden or they went up to Mayock and said that we need these guys, all right, let's do it. Whatever. I'll trust in what you guys do,
Hey, shout out to Jamal, bro. Yeah, I was on the live, man, pissing and everything yesterday. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah, it was that litty yesterday. It was insane. Hey, real quick question for you. Who, and I know one of them's not with us anymore, but let's talk about it. Who's going to have better careers? Are 2 third-rounders picked from last year or 2 third-rounders from this year? So you put Brian Edwards and Lynn Bowden Jr. together. You put Divine Diablo and Malcolm Kuntz together. Who has the better career together?
That's tough because we're talking about 2 offense versus 2 defense.
It's a good one, right?
That one, yeah, it's good because of how good I think Edwards is going to be. Not because of how good Lynn Bowden's going to be. That ship has sailed, whether it's with us or the Dolphins. I really don't think the Dolphins, let's talk about him really quick.
Okay.
The Dolphins were a team that needed offensive firepower.
Yes.
Lynn Bowden comes in to the draft as he's this guy. He's going to make any team that he goes to, he's going to give them a spark.
Yes.
He gave them no spark at all. And yes, you could say that he was playing that running back. He was playing that slot. But that's what his job was coming into the NFL. Like that's
one game he had a spark, and the next thing you know, the NFL the whole media wants to talk about how he may be the next big thing in Miami. I seen it, but I'm like, just because he's not if he was a Raider and he did that, nobody would.
But that spark totaled only 60 yards. So it was like that spark doesn't get you more.
The reason why I say Bryan Edwards, Bowden can still be in there because he's still young and he still has a chance. But I feel like the only guy in that conversation between Divine Diablo, Malcolm Koonce, and I could be wrong, Bryan Edwards. I think Bryan Edwards has like all pro capabilities if he can stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, he could be an all pro guy. I think that Malcolm Koonce and Divine Diablo are going to be high end players in this league. They could be high end guys. I think maybe Divine Diablo can be a Pro Bowler at some point. Maybe. We don't know. We'll see what happens. You got to get on the field first. But I think that Bryan Edwards can be one of those type of guys. Like he could be.
So you would say our two-thirds from last year. I would say our two from this year.
I want to say this year because they're still Raiders. I mean, you know, they're fresh and they're on the defensive side of the ball. That's where we need the most help. So, I mean, but also we need a wide receiver one. And I think that Edwards can be that guy. So, you know, it's a tough question. Maybe we should. Maybe I'll do a video about that tomorrow. I'm gonna ask the nation, man. Like, what do y'all think about that? Because I just started thinking today. I'm like, damn, we had back-to-back third-round picks 2 years in a row, and no one is. You know, Divine Diablo's not in camp yet. Which camp is in a week and a half though, but he hasn't shown up. He hasn't signed yet, and we're hearing it's a minor injury or something. Malcolm Koonce, let's be honest. I expect a lot out of him, but not this year. But it's been pretty quiet on that front too. We'll hear a lot more in the next few weeks. But Bryan Edwards.
Okay, so then as we talk about last year's draft class a little bit, do you think, because saying right now we have Casey Hayward, right? Next year we most likely will not. Do you think that this year they're trying to kind of do what we did with Foster Moreau, get a veteran at the position, let him have a good year the following for Foster Moreau? Do you think that that's kind of what they're setting up for Damon Arnett right now? Bring in a good veteran, set him up for the next year.
I like that.
Because we've seen them try to do it with bringing in Jason Witten last year. Because he ended off the year with an injury. Yeah. Damon Arnett was injured or
he's been injured pretty much his whole career.
Right. So he's been injured or he's been sick throughout his NFL career so far. So do you think that they're trying to take the pressure off him, bring in a veteran that they know will do good, and for the following year when he's not on contract, there you go. Put him in the fire, let him prove what he can.
I can see that. I can for sure see that. I think Casey's clearly going to start. Yes. I think Arnett's going to get in the training camp. He's going to ball out as well. I don't even think it's a competition, to be honest. I think just exactly what you said. I think they said, look, Casey, you're going to come in, you're going to teach these guys, help implement this defense. And, next year, if you do great this year, we may bring you back, but you may not start. I mean, at the end of the day, you're getting up there in age. Arnett is a first rounder, man. At some point, you have to put him back out there on the field. I think that Arnett's going to get plenty of burn too. Just because y'all look, just pump the brakes. Just because he may not start does not mean that Damon Arnett's not going to get a lot of burn. Casey is 31, 32 years old. I mean, 31, right? But
32.
Okay. Look, man, he's going to have to come on and off the field. He lost a lot of his speed, and that showed last year. Arnett is quick as hell. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care about what the hell he ran. You know what I mean? And
I'm not saying that it'll take a full season for it to even get there. I think that Arnett can he could start taking 80, maybe not that much. Maybe let's say he takes 60% of the snaps of the starting snaps by the end of the year. We don't know, but I think that maybe, because at the same time, like you said, he is a first rounder, but not only that, he's one of those older first rounders. He came in at 24. That's an older first rounder. I mean, you look at Cleveland Ferrell and Josh Jacobs; these guys are 23.
Yeah,
they're 23, and Arnett's coming in at 24 years old. So you're saying that you're finally giving him his real shot to start at like 26, So you're not getting the most for him at that point, but at the end of the day, you're giving him his best shot to succeed at that point, Yeah. And I think that that's what Gus Bradley's all for, And you look, like you said, you look at all Gus Bradley's defense. He does not shy away with rotating, man.
At all.
He loves to do that.
Yep.
He loves to do that. I mean, he was vocal. He said, we want 2 sets of pass rushing groups.
Yep. I mean, and look, even if we said, even how we said, Max may not start, right? Arnett can be the Max of the secondary. You just come in and, and still be a very, very positive force for this defense, man. So I've not given up on Damon Arnett. I think we're going to hear his name a lot more in these next few weeks when training camp comes up. I think he's going to ball out and he's going to get his just due. I really truly do.
I think that when we see our team go into specific dime sets or dime sets, when we have to have multiple DBs out there, when you have 2 slots, I would love to see Damon Arnett and Nate Hobbs playing that dime together, where they're the 2 slot guys, and then your 2 outside guys are, Casey and Mullen. That's in my opinion, that's a strong cornerback group right there. And then you're saying, and then at that point, since we have so much good depth now, you can have substitution. You can have Isaiah Johnson and Rasul Douglas on the outside. We did not have this depth a year ago
at all.
I mean, we're talking about if we needed a dime package, Nixon was starting, Lawson was starting. Bro, it was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. We're talking about Nixon probably won't even be on the squad anymore after him starting a couple of games last year. So the amount of depth that we have currently is very, very, very good. And we continue to forget about Mr. 9-year veteran out of the Falcons that's on our team. I forget him every day, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. But so think about that. Okay. You were speaking about depth. Just a year or 2 ago, we were talking about Isaiah Johnson potentially starting, right? If he gets healthy, if he can get healthy, think about him backing up Trayvon Mullen. Then you think about Arnett backing up Casey Hayward. Then you think about Nate Hobbs, Amik, and Bleedy in the slot. That's a lot of depth. Some of these guys would start elsewhere. You know what I mean?
Douglas is a backup.
Rasul Douglas. Yes, bro, that's what I'm saying. We have I think the secondary is not going to be a problem anymore. I hope that we get to the quarterback more. That's what I'm praying on, is that we get to the quarterback more.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all agree. Bringing in Gus Bradley and him bringing in his staff was the best thing to happen to us in this last couple seasons. Best thing to happen. I mean, you don't have guys like Yannick come over. You don't have guys like Rasul Douglas come over that's familiar with the system. I mean, you just don't have the same depth. He came in with a plan. Gunther did not come in. He was like, okay, how am I going to work this out?
Yeah.
He came in with a plan. Gus Bradley said, okay, I need you, and you to succeed.
Hey, why is everybody in the comment section saying that Bleacher Report disrespected Darren Waller? I didn't see any disrespect.
I didn't see any disrespect. I saw Travis Kelce giving him respect.
Yeah. And they said that Waller was on his way to being the second best tight end in the league, right? I mean, that's what I would assume. What they said.
Oh, I know what they're talking about. They were saying that basically they were trying to say that Kittle and Kelce were above Waller, and Waller's Waller's just getting to their level. They were trying to say that about Waller. That is a bit disrespectful, because why are people giving Kittle this much respect? The man can't get on the field, bro. If you are not producing for your team, how are you the second best tight end in the league?
At the end of the day, man, to still be able to be even in that conversation, I don't think it's any disrespect at all to be a top 3 tight end in the NFL and only really have 2 productive seasons under your belt. Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, I don't think there's any disrespect at all. Waller is a top 2 tight end to me. I think he's better than Kittle. Like you said, he can't stay on the field. Kittle can block. He's probably the best blocking tight end in the league. And he's great in the passing game as well, but Waller's just on a whole nother level when it comes to catching the ball.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just completely different when you're talking about your tight end can outrun what? Who was it that he outrun in the Jets game? Marcus May, just down the sideline, one move and was out of there. I mean, bro, it's you can't, in my opinion, the Kittle and Waller conversation. I understand it, but it can only get to an extent. It can only get to an extent because Kittle, yes, his blocking is better than the other tight ends, but okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I love Waller. I always say he's number 1 as well because I'm a Raider fan and I love it.
He's number 2.
At the end of the day, man, when you got Patrick Mahomes throwing you the ball year in and year out, until Patrick Mahomes leaves, Travis Kelce, and you got to think he was great even before Travis Kelce. I mean, before Patrick Mahomes was there. So
we're talking about a tight end that led the league in receiving, or would have led the league in receiving if they didn't bench him for the last game. Like, we're talking about a tight end doing that. Like, that's ridiculous. And at the same time, you're looking at Darren Waller breaking Tim Brown's receiving reception record in the season. Like, please let's chill out with the Kittle and Waller, bro. Like, it's getting to a point where Waller just keeps doing this. And Kittle is just like he's there, but he's kind of just flatlining, bro. Like he's staying at a good, like Kittle is staying at a very, very good place, but Waller's just getting better. Like
yes, and he took off a little later in his career, so I think that Waller's going to be productive for another. He has a lot of years left to be
at least another 4 years.
At least
minimum.
And we're gonna have to change his contract up here in the near future as well, man. Because the way his contract looks compared to a lot of these other guys, he does. And hey, Jamal, you're right. D Wall's only played tight end for 2 years, so to be already that productive at that position speaks volumes. Yeah. But he's not the typical tight end. I mean, he lines up at wide receiver. He does it all. I mean, Waller is just a great football player. The only thing I can say is he was disrespected by not being in the top 50. I see, was it NFL.com or somebody else who said that he wasn't in the top 50? That to me is a disrespect.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. I forgot what website it was, but I remember a few weeks ago that somebody said that he wasn't a top 50 player. Now that's just some Raider hater shit right there. You know what I mean? But
it's ridiculous. The way that Waller's contract set up, it's like, hold on, do we need to get Devontae Adams today? It's like, hold on, hold on. I think we need to get his contract today. Like, it's like, come on, bro. It's like his contract is much like how DC's contract was. You know, like, well, actually, no, that's false because Darren Waller's contract was technically never good in the tight end department. Yeah. DC had a top 5 contract for like a season, and then it just got completely reset. Like,
there you go, top 100, Jeff. Now that's even more disrespectful, and it was PFF, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about most of the time. So it is what it is. Yeah,
he's not a top 100 player, but he's doing shit that tight ends have never done. Like, bro,
facts. So what are we thinking about this whole? I talked about it last night on my live. The whole Richard Sherman thing. I haven't heard your outlook on it, man. What's your
honestly? If this was at the beginning of the offseason, I would have been all over. But right now, I mean, it's not Raider news to me, really. I mean, I think that if we look into it as just like normal people, I think that dispatcher lady need to go. She's
go.
Like I think that the way that she handled her job
terribly.
It not only that, like for the magnitude of what her job is, you can't be handling situations like that. Like her job, like you're handling people's lives. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't speak over the phone like that. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the president, bro. You can't do that.
No.
That's the only thing that I look at it. As far as Richard Sherman goes, I think he's going to get it situated. I think he's going to play football, whether it's in Africa. I don't care. Mexico, it doesn't matter.
Canada.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think he'll play football. To me, does it affect the Raiders? Not at all. But talking about Sherman, I saw something. It wasn't like something crazy, but it was saying that the Raiders they felt that the Raiders went after Casey Hayward not just because Gus Bradley and them and Ron Miles known each other for forever, but they were maybe afraid they were progressing in the offseason so well that if they would have actually went out and gotten Richard Sherman, they were afraid of a punishment for what Gruden had done on the thing before, like with Chris Collinsworth. So they were trying to say, well, they were trying to make a story out of it, like, did the Raiders not sign Richard Sherman because of what John Gruden, his whole Chris Collinsworth podcast and that kind of deal? Were they scared of a punishment? In my opinion, no. I think that if John Gruden, he wouldn't care about no punishment, bro.
Casey Hayward was a cheaper option. He wasn't coming off a big injury like Richard Sherman was. At the end of the day, man, look, we went and got the right guy, it looks like right now. But I'm going to be honest. If Sherm went and got some help, which, look, man, I'm going to be totally honest with y'all, man. I'm 30. I'll be 38 in January. I've had my moments in the past where you drink too much. That's why I've been trying to be a lot better with the alcohol, because shit like that can happen. He's human being at the end of the day, bro. Shit happens. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he was wilding. Yes, he is in the public eye, so you have to be a lot more, protective of what you got going on. But at the end of the day, man, prayers up to him. I hope he goes to a rehab, goes, a 30-day little stint, figure out what's going on with him. He did say these past few weeks he's been going through something. And I said on my live last night, it may be, that the NFL is not reaching out and saying, well, teams going for his services like he thought they would. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's realizing he's getting up there in tooth in age, and he's realizing, damn, man, this may be the end. And at that point, that's very hard. That's a very hard concept to grasp when you play the sport your entire life, man. Yeah. And I think people need to pump the brakes and say, you know what, we're all human beings that want. I remember, man, getting a little up there in age and with my music and had a family, and I was like, damn, man, I got to chill because I don't have it. I'm not like these young kids. I can't be in the clubs every day performing and doing this and doing that. And I made music my whole life. Now I do it out of the love. You know what I'm saying? But it was hard to grasp that concept. And I was nowhere near as successful as Richard Sherman would ever be. So it's a tough pill to swallow, man. At the end of the day, if Richard Sherman goes out, man, he proves that he can go get the help that he needs, man, and he gets his family in order. I'm being honest, y'all. I would love to have a Richard Sherman, whether it's a coach or just a veteran presence in that locker room. I would love it. This does not make me look at Richard Sherman any different. To me, it makes me look at Richard Sherman a lot more as a man, because he's showing that he's not perfect. At the end of the day, man, we all do dumb shit. Richard Sherman did some dumb shit. And to me, I respect him even more because he came out, apologized, spoke about why some of the shit he's been dealing with. And it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Mental health, man, it doesn't matter how much money you get, bro. The devil is real, man. The devil's real. It doesn't matter how much money you get, man. That motherfucker will still sit on your shoulder. You know what I mean? So
exactly, bro. I mean, as far as the Richard Sherman thing, like I said, to me, it wasn't like Raider news. That's why I didn't speak about it. But like the two biggest things that I saw, I mean, that lady, I hope that she gets her, I don't know, the way that she handles things situated, because she handled that situation very, very poorly. And I'm talking about the dispatcher, not the wife or whatever, the ex, whatever it was. And then as far as Richard Sherman, I mean, it is what it is, man. It happens, bro. It's life. People are gonna mess up. Like I'm
gonna be honest, bro. My life in the neighborhoods we came up in this shit, bro. I've seen that type of shit all the time. So it's look, he didn't put his hands on her. He didn't do no wild shit. Thank God no one got really hurt. At the end of the day, man, just look, let's pump the brakes and give this man a little time to breathe and give him his flowers at the end of the day, man. That dude has had a great career, man. And I think this is going to teach him, this is going to be something that's going to allow him to be a better man. You know what I mean? So shout out to Richard Sherman, shout out to his family, man. And you know, we got to pump the brakes sometimes on all this judgment, man, because at the end of the day, ain't none of us perfect. We've all done some fuck shit. For real.
Nobody is perfect, bro. Like at all, man. Like, yeah, I mean that those are my 2 cents on that situation. I didn't really think it was like when I heard it, I'm like, damn. Like I hope that he was okay in this situation. I really don't like how the media like, bro. I think they did too much with one putting out the dispatch and all that. That, and then the little video, I thought that was even more. I thought that was wild.
So you know what? The only reason because I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't gonna post those. The reason why I did it was, especially with the ring video, I wanted people to understand, like, it wasn't, everybody was saying, oh,
yeah, you were doing it to kind of defend the situation. Like,
yeah,
put a perspective out there.
But then when I heard the dispatcher, I really wanted to post that because people need to see that there's really people out there that make these situations worse than what it needs to be. She could have calmed the wife down, and that would have maybe even helped calm Richard Sherman down. Like that was really a sad, pathetic, like just showcase of someone having a job.
Like she needs to understand the magnitude of her job. Like that's what she needs to understand. It's I mean, you're dealing with people's lives. So I feel like you need to understand that more. So, but that's what I thought. And look, just like you were talking about the man's success, I mean, there isn't many people that could do this, man. There isn't many people that can go from that situation. Yeah, they can go to Stanford, they can graduate, they can get drafted, they can play at an all-pro level, not just sports. I mean, the man got his education at the same time, too. So, you know, there's like, you just put those 2 things in perspective. Compton and Stanford, like, you don't see that, man. You don't see that. And he did it. Like, he did it. So it's like, yes, people are going to make mistakes. So
real quick, Black Sunday, I don't see a lot of people. It could be CTE. Don't get me wrong, but I think he was drunk. I think he just was on one and he's going through some shit. Look, for someone to have CTE, I think everyone's probably, as sad as it is, someone's going to have some type of case when you've been hitting people for your whole life. But this guy's his own agent. He went to Stanford. He conducts his own business. I don't know if you can do that if you really not all the way there in your mind. You got your mind right. So I'm not going to blame anything on CTE. I just think it looked like a regular drunk family situation, and he was fucked up, and he's in the limelight. So, but yeah, I'm over the Richard Sherman shit, man.
Exactly. I feel like the only way that you can maybe put CTE together is that if you see a continuous like chain of events happen.
Yes.
But this, I mean, it just looks like, you know, a grown man had a fuck up. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Antonio Brown has CTE. Richard Sherman was just drunk. It is what it is, bro. Like, that's how I look at it, bro. So.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. He knows that he messed up. He politically put out a statement, I believe. I didn't read it because, I mean, it's really not my business at all. Like, the media makes things your business, but I'm not him. I don't know his family. I don't know none of that. So
yeah, no facts. Facts.
But okay, but back to the Raiders, bro. Because this, I mean, this is just, it's just politics, man. Like, I really don't care about that, really. But on the offense.
Hey, hold on real quick. Shout out to the NorCal Coalition. We got WifiWillie in the building, got Razor Tape in the building, Icy Nate, X in the building. You know what I mean? Shout out to the coalition, man. We lit in here. We about 5-6 deep. You know what I'm saying? Talk that shit, y'all. You know what I mean? But yeah, go ahead, Eddie.
Oh my gosh, man. That shit was funny. Out of all the free agents, excluding Yannick Ngakoue, who do you think is gonna have the biggest impact? Like, out of the free agents that we got, who do you think John Brown's having the biggest impact?
Yep. And to be honest, it could be Casey Hayward with just his presence alone. It could be a Casey Hayward situation.
Oh, my bad. Excluding him too.
Oh, okay. John Brown. I think that John Brown is going to be – he's going to put up big numbers this year.
I would have to go to Quinton Jefferson.
Okay. To be honest, I would rather have that.
Yes.
If he was, that means that this defensive line is going to be better than I thought.
Right. Yeah. I think though it will be Quinton Jefferson. I mean, this is a man who was able to get 3 sacks at one technique, playing out of position. That's a position that he had not played in his career in the NFL until last year with the Bills, and he still found a way to get sacks. Pause. But I mean, I think with him, hell no. But yeah, I think that Quinton Jefferson. I mean, he's a good run stopper, solid. He's a solid pass rusher. If anything, we just need our 3 technique to get pressure. Like just generate pressure. Just get in the freaking quarterback's face, disrupt. If you're not going to get the quarterback on the ground, disrupt every single play. That's the best thing you could do.
And you just described Solomon Thomas in the nutshell, man. That's what's crazy. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I really didn't. Solomon Thomas, very, very low on pressures in his career. Solomon Thomas, his run defense is not better than Quinton Jefferson.
His career just started, man. It's this year his career just started, man. I'm not going off the pass anymore, bro. I'm going off right now, bro. Solomon Thomas' career just from Stanford to the Raiders. That's how I'm looking at it, bro. You know what I mean? So we're good. We good. But I like the addition of Willie Snead as well. I like the addition of him. Damn, man. There is, you said with the excluding Yannick and Casey Hayward.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, well, pretty much.
I think it would probably, for me, if I had to make like a top 3 list, it would be Jefferson, Kenyon Drake.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn.
Kenyon Drake and probably John Brown.
I got Kenyon Drake over John Brown now.
Well, yeah, because he's a running back.
But he's going to be a receiver as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's going to be all around. He's going to be all around way more productive than John Brown. We know this. It's Drake.
I hate this argument so much. It was 1 year he played out of position.
Jackie, keep talking that shit.
It was 1 year he played out of position. And when he did play out of position, he produced more.
It's crazy. Is it like GOATs, man? That they get a lot. People talk about him a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, it's killing me. Funny. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's yeah. I like what Q said too, though, man. Carl Joseph made look. I was watching a video that my brother Watts put up, man. Shout out to Watts, and I really totally forgot how good of a tackler Carl Joseph is. Like,
that man's form is impeccable,
bro. Impeccable. I mean, he gets hurt a lot because of it, but
I have a friend. I played football with him. He's gonna play football in New Mexico, so shout out to him. His favorite player ever was Carl Joseph. It was Carl Joseph, and he was following him, bro. He wore the number 8 because of him. Bro, he's done everything because of Carl Joseph. And last year, when he didn't re-sign with the Raiders, like, he was hurt, bro. Like, he was really, really hurt that he didn't get re-signed with the Raiders. And the second that I saw the news, that was the first person that I thought of. I was like, I got to send it to my boy. He was super happy. And, dude, I'm telling you, this man plays just like him. Small, aggressive, will hit you, will tackle you. In perfect form. And that's exactly what Carl Joseph is. This man knows that his size is gonna, you know, not allow him to do certain things athletically. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna go by the book, hit you exactly where you need to be hit, and I'm gonna hit you hard when I do it. And it works every time. It works every time. I mean, his coverage may not be there, but his tackling is great.
I just left a comment real quick inside the group chat. Y'all can read that. I think y'all ain't shit. Just want y'all to know y'all ain't shit. There we go. Just wanted to say that real quick.
I am giving Solomon Thomas a chance. I hope that he yeah, I'm giving him a chance. I hope that he does.
How are you giving him a chance? You're saying there's no chance he's productive. How's that giving him a chance? What are you talking about?
Okay, you tell me. Well, okay. What is me giving him a chance? Because I'm not going to say that he's going to do good because we've never seen him. So
you could say the jury is still out there. You could say maybe a change of environment, it's a change of scenery is going to help him take his game to the next level. You could say
you can say that, but it'd be different if he was changing his scenery to go with more talent.
You could say with the expectations being a lot lower, maybe he exceeds them. You could say
what? Hell no. This is the thing. You can't say that because he's our highest paid defensive tackle. So you can't say that.
You could say with the money he makes, hopefully he lives up to that contract.
Okay. With the money Solomon Thomas makes, hopefully he lives up to that contract.
That's the first time I've ever heard you give him any inkling of credit. So I'll take it. Hey, Andy's coming along.
Thomas, I hope the man lives up to his $5 million contract that he does not deserve. There we go.
Ray, the tape is typing right now. I said, y'all ain't shit.
We saw Littleton not do shit. Yeah, but Littleton has done it with another team. Yeah. A completely different scenario.
Pro Bowl, all pro.
Yeah.
Special teams linebacker.
Top 10 at his position. Something Solomon Thomas will never be. Not
and
just.
There you go, taking the credit back, man. I hate you.
No. It's a lot harder to be a top 10 defensive tackle than it is to be a top 10 linebacker. We know that.
We still here.
Let's see. Andy now loves Thomas. Hell no, bro. Hell no. Love is a strong word, buddy. Graphk in here recruiting. Andy, if Solomon Thomas balls out this year, what do we do? Resign him? Of course. If he resigns, if he balls out, do it. Let's do it. Do it right now.
Fucking right.
What do you say?
He said, motherfuckers agreed to Friday, and I ain't even pull up, shaking my head.
Like, bro, and if you buy a Solomon Thomas jersey, will you wear it on live? If I spent my own money on something, of course I'm going to wear it. But I will never do that. Unless he lives up to his contract.
I think for your birthday, bro, I'm going to buy you a Solomon Thomas jersey.
Well, you're going to have to wait until next summer because it passed. It passed.
Well, maybe I'll get you a early.
And hopefully by next summer, I'll be right, and he won't be on this team. So yeah.
Once again, this shit, man. I can't with you, bro. Shit's fucking crazy. He said, "Let me see. What you got a DC on?"
Yeah.
Okay. Jamal said, "I'll pitch you in, Docs."
What? Like you guys want me to wear this so bad. He sucks. He sucks. Let's be real. He sucks.
I hate it here, man.
like people were trying to compare his situation to what? Nelly's. You can't do it. You can't do it. Nelly's had success before. You can't do it. I'm sorry. Who can we try and compare his situation to? Kawan Short that sucked, then out of nowhere was good. Yeah, you can say that. You can go ahead and do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. I want him to do good things. What?
Hey, Raider Way said NorCal no show abolition. NorCal no show abolition. Oh shit.
I always say I hope he proves me wrong. Always. I just don't see it. But I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he gets 35 sacks and is amazing. And I hope that we get him $2 million. But bro, $5 million, look at where you could have put that money at, bro. It killed. That's
they put it in the goat's pockets, man. They put it in the goat's pockets, man. Relax. Stop counting somebody else's chicken, man. Chill out, bro.
That's the only thing that annoys me. For what he's making, he does not deserve it.
Andy counting somebody else's chicken, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Okay. You wouldn't rather have Richard Sherman over Solomon Thomas right now?
Right now? Hell no.
False. You wouldn't rather have Sheldon Rankins over Solomon Thomas? Like what? You would have
Sheldon Richardson. You mean not?
Oh yeah. Fuck him.
Yeah, not Rankins.
Yeah, him over Solomon Thomas. You wouldn't have Desmond King over Solomon Thomas, bro. He got too much money. That's what annoys me.
I would rather have Desmond King.
What? Mm-mm. Slot is set if you have Desmond King. What do you mean?
I like the depth that we have at the slot position. I like the what we're gonna have. You know, I like the competition. At the end of the day, man, we need a defensive tackle help, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
I'm not saying that Solomon Thomas is gonna be that guy. I'm just saying I like that we used that money to bring in some defensive tackles. That was a huge problem of ours last year.
No, yeah. I mean, like I said, I hope this man does great. I hope he gets 57 sacks and just blows everybody's, freaking expectations out of the water. But I just don't see it, especially not for the amount of money. I mean, let's be honest. Maurice Hurst is better than Solomon Thomas, and we basically swapped him.
Oh, Brian Poole for sure. I'd rather have Brian Poole over Solomon.
Yeah, with the amount of money, that's why. That's what annoys me, really. But at the end of the day, it's not mine, so fuck it.
I got you, Deadly. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show Solomon Thomas one of Andy's videos.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I hope it motivates him. Fuck, he's trash. Shout out to Quinton Booker with the donation, man. He says, could it be that Solomon Thomas is in a better scheme now than he was with SF? I don't think so. Do you think so? You think he's in a better scheme now?
I don't talk about the GOAT badly, man. So
No, that's not. It's not badly. Do you think he's in a better scheme now?
No.
Okay. So, in a not better scheme, we're asking him to produce more?
No, because I don't think that Solomon Thomas has to be that guy like San Francisco was expecting him, because they're the ones that drafted him. They kept throwing him out there because they're like, let's see if we can get anything out of this guy. I think that Solomon Thomas is not. He's coming into this situation not having to be, that guy. I think that.
But I think at the same time, with a team that extremely needs help at the position that he signed at, and when you become the highest paid at that position that you really need help at, I think that he does have a good amount of pressure on him. I would say.
Look, Wi-Fi trying to make up for his absence.
Hey, yesterday I saw a dude was playing Madden on live at like 3 a.m.
Wi-Fi is shit, man.
Shout out to Wi-Fi, man. He says, what do you think of Raiders? What do you think Raiders scout did when Josh Jacobs commented on his IG? Bro, I would have fucking screenshotted the fuck out of that shit. That shit's getting saved.
Hey, every time Charles Woodson and Tim Brown comment on my shit, I screenshot that shit. I'm gonna blow that shit up and put it in the man cave.
Yep, exactly.
They just followed me yesterday or the day before on Instagram. Charles Woodson's whiskey company, and they've been commenting in my stories. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's fire. Hey, he said, why do I tuck my ears? Bro, does anybody wear their hats like this?
No, I think you got big ears.
Does anybody wear their hats like this? I just want to know. Like, does anybody wear their hats like this?
No. I think your hat is too big.
Pause.
What?
I knew you were gonna. Your hat's too small, bro. Like, what you talking about?
What? Too small?
You ain't got no ears, bro.
Bro, I mean, my ears are decent size. What do you mean? we going crazy on the ears, bro? Like what?
Bro? No, I got some big ass ears, bro.
I think you got a big ass hat.
Bro, it's a regular snap.
Well, you need to snap that motherfucker tighter.
You know what, bro? I can't stand you, bro. First Solomon Thomas, now me, bro. This ain't. And then Wi-Fi donates $5 in his absence. Raider tape is like, oh man, what the fuck? I can't stand. Today is just a bad day, bro.
X phone is probably dead. He can't even charge his shit, bro.
Yeah. He gonna pop in the chat tomorrow, like, oh, and when's the show? Guaranteed it's that.
He's probably over there in Santa Clara right now, prepping up the preseason game for him.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
No.
Hey, we should make that picture of him the default picture for this particular live.
Hell no.
Hey, we should do that, bro.
You will never see nothing Niners on my page ever. 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 Whether it's him wearing it or not. Oh my God. No. He says,
I posted pictures of Richard Sherman, so I get it.
Well, yeah, but hey, they're defending you with the ears, bro. I think that one dude was just hating.
Talk that ear shit, man.
And on front, talk that ear shit. I do, but my ears are flat, so I guess you have not flat ears.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for Corey to make him feel better. All right, now my ears are out. There we go. We good, bro.
X is in his Niner gear, so he can't be live. Damn.
Yeah, I believe it.
What did he say? He said that he had just got out or something like that, and then it was cheap or something.
He said a whole bunch of nothing, bro.
Yeah, he said a whole lot of nothing, bro.
Bro, I will go to my partner's house and sleep without a blanket before I let somebody throw a Niner blanket on me, bro. Like I will be like literally in a cold ass room and be like, I'll put my hands in my shirt. So I don't want to hear that shit that X was talking about. And I love X my bro, but yeah, that excuse was terrible.
I just got out, bro. The gear was it was on sale, bro. It was a $80 outfit, bro.
Shout out to you, Corey. It's all love, my brother.
Should have been free. And
for real.
Let's see. Are they in health and safety protocols because of the rise in cases across the country? Who? Yeah,
so a lot of COVID shit is spiking right now, man. You know, everybody's not, you know, look, I don't even see masks anymore. You know, and I guess because of the whole vaccination shit and all that, I don't go into all that because I have my particular beliefs on shit. But I don't know if they're spiking or if they're spiking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna mind my business on that one. But I just want the NFL season to come around, and I don't think anyone's gonna miss a game because of that shit this year. Pray to God.
Yeah. People just read between the lines. He just said a lot of shit right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hold on, man. This man WifiWillie pulled up. Wi-Fi pulled up, bro. Hold on.
He knew we was mad at him.
You didn't clown him. So you clowned him to a point where he got on here, bro. Look at him. Hold on. What's good with you, bro? Shout out to Wi-Fi, man. Shout out to Wi-Fi.
Dude, I had to pick my brother up. He's got kids. Next thing you know, we're drinking, and now I'm here.
It's all love, bro.
That's a good way to spend your Friday.
Yeah, I mean, I was the ride though. I was driving, so good thing I'm home now.
I'm not gonna act like I'm not supposed to be in this house watching Space Jam with my sons right now. But you know what I mean? I hear you though, bro. I hear you, bro.
Oh man.
Excuses. Wow.
When people have kids, you can't have excuses with them. That's true.
No, it's all love, my brother. It's good to see you regardless, man.
Well, okay. Well, then, what was okay? Because we just answered this ourselves. Out of all of our new additions in the staff, Miles, Richard Smith, all of them, who do you think is going to have the biggest impact on the certain position group? Like,
well, I would
Richard
think
Smith with the linebackers, Miles with the DBs. You could even put Marinelli. You think Marinelli's going to have a big impact with the D line? Like, who do you think out of all of our defensive staff, who do you think is going to have the biggest impact on a certain position group?
I mean, I think you could bet with Ron Miles just because he has so much experience, and it seems like the secondary is the weakest position. So even if
it has a lot of places to go.
Yeah, even if they improve a little bit, it'll look like it's a big deal. Oh wow, what is?
It's your boy X is back in the building.
This is the X-Wig.
He got the red hat too. Wow.
The Niner hat?
Oh, he just did. He just tried you.
Let's go, though. What's up? Sideline Sports in the building. Talk that shit.
But, I mean, it's probably going to be the secondary, right? Like, it's not going to be anything else, right? When it's based on coaching alone?
I went with Richard Smith. I see one of our linebackers having huge growth this year. Like, I see one of our linebackers having huge growth. Not saying that we don't see Mullen absolutely take off or one of those guys in the secondary take off, but I think that I just have a weird, super strong feeling that one of our linebackers, and I think it's going to be out of Morrow or Littleton, is just going to completely take off. And I think that because of the position, linebacker, I feel like maybe that's a position that you can have a bigger year in a shorter amount of time than you can with like a defensive back. Like defensive back is probably the hardest position to play in the league. You know, whether it's corner, I think corner is the hardest position in the league. We can agree with that or no? Like,
yeah, I would say so. Just because it's so you get PI all the time, no matter what you do. You know, like it just seems tough. But I think Ron Miles has more rookie or like young starters to work with compared to linebacker. Like everybody in linebacker is like a long time veteran at this point. Like even Morrow. What is this? Is this Waller or what is this?
My phone died, man.
Oh, your phone died. Oh, your ex.
No, yeah. I'm gonna go with Richard Smith. I think you also went with Miles too. Oh wait, my bad. X. What do you think?
You know, I think Shanahan is gonna have a great year this year as a coach.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. What we talking about? We talking about Mo Hurst and Arden Key, or what were we? What were we doing? Yeah, Ron Miles, man.
Ron Miles.
Too hot for this shit.
Man, everybody's pulling up late tonight, man. We almost got a full house. I think Ray's getting some stuff situated real quick, but they love the Red Raider hat though.
Shit. Hey, talk that shit.
But
as long as they got a Raider logo on it, man, that's all that matters to me.
Facts. Hold on.
I guess I'm a Niner fan. I'm wearing like a red shirt, right?
That's what somebody said. That's what somebody said. Hey, does Wi-Fi have a Niner shirt on?
No,
they're trying to cancel us, Wi-Fi. They're trying to cancel us, bro.
Oh shit.
So look, we just asked you this question. Now it's Ray's turn. Now it's Ray's turn.
Yo, what's good with
you, bro? What's good with you? How you been?
Same on. You already know what it is. How y'all doing?
You know, barely about an hour in. Probably got some more time to go. But bro,
damn, you came on all aggressive. You came on all aggressive and shit.
Yeah, I just came in strong.
You know what it is.
Strong, you feel me?
He came in an hour and a half late, like you know what it is. Now, shout out to my brother Ray, man. It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man. So I'm not sure if you just heard the question, but I'm gonna just say it again. Out of Richard Smith, Miles, Marinelli, out of all the staff, the position group staff, who do you think is going to have the biggest impact on their position group? So Smith with the linebackers, Marinelli with the D-line, or Miles with the DBs. What do you think?
I feel like you have to go with the DB coach.
DB coach?
I feel like you have to go with DB coach.
Damn.
Because you got a lot more. Me personally, I'm going to say I feel like that's where you have a lot of talent at. You know what I mean? I feel like at the D-line, there's a lot of veterans, especially the D tackles. What do you have, young guys? I guess you have a couple young guys at the D line, but not many is DB room. You know what I mean? You got Abram, Mirage, Gillespie, Mullen. You got, you know what I mean? Arnett. So I would say DB coach.
I'm by myself with this one then, because I keep going Richard Smith. I just keep saying it, bro. I think that one of our linebackers is just going to completely take off, and it sucks because we all know that we could have a top end linebacker right now, and you know all this kind of stuff. But
I like that pick though, Andy, because at the end of the day, we haven't had a great linebacking core in a long time. So if Richard Smith like improves that linebacking core, that defense is going to go to the next level. So I love it. I mean, look, for us to even be able to have this conversation about all three, you know, parts of our defense, man, from top to bottom, it's a great conversation to have.
Yeah, it's a conversation that we couldn't have had last year
at all.
And so I think we would all love to say that Rod Marinelli is going to have the biggest impact, but that's such a tough position to talk about right now because it's, I mean, just like our defense is.
Our D line got worse though. I felt like.
Ooh.
Whoa, Malik Collins, you can't get any worse than Malik Collins.
I can understand that.
That was one of his guys, wasn't it?
So
yeah.
So
I feel like we should have kept
first.
You know, I'm drawing a blank right now. No, I'm talking about the old DB coach. Or not DB coach, D-line coach.
Oh,
Buckner. Yeah.
That's why we were talking about that. Somebody commented on my video today about, you know, talking about Marshawn Lynch, a very big reach, potentially, you know, say I would love to have him in as a running back coach. And somebody said that he would be like the Buckner of that coaching staff. I like that. I like that comparison. You know what I mean? The players respected Buckner, man. But, you know,
Yep.
Buckner and Marinelli command two different types of respect. One has been in this league for a long time, and you have to respect the accolades that he has. And then you have Buckner, which just brought that fire. And
he brought a whole lot of energy.
Yeah.
Which at that position, you need it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I feel like they should have kept him. They should have kept him. I'm not saying Marinelli's bad or anything and that he doesn't have the track record, but I don't know. You know, when you have something good, you just let it keep doing its thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like the players probably related to him a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the way they reacted when they would talk about the coaches was a little bit different. So I for surely think we should have kept him.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, shit. I really do believe though that out of all our positions, I think that defensive backs, that's a group that needs to improve greatly. I mean, I think our only group that played at a somewhat average level last year at times was our linebackers. I mean, that's it, because, you know, and a lot of that was carried on the weight of, you know, Morrow and Kwiatkowski. Those two guys were really the only two, because let's be honest, until the last 2-3 games of the season, Littleton was playing like a chicken with his head cut off. Like he had there was nowhere where he looked comfortable until those last couple games. And even then, there was still mishaps, you know, and I understand people try to say, well, statistically the defense got worse once Marinelli took over, but bro, we're still using the man's playbook. Like, he's just calling them. Like, we're still using that person's playbook at the end of the day. But I think that the DBs, I think that they got a lot of improvements. I mean, Tyree Gillespie, I think that he could end up beating out Carl Joseph for a rotational safety role this year. And
did they say he's only going to play free safety? Like, he wouldn't compete with Carl Joseph?
Carl Joseph, like, what I mean was with the rotational role is because I think that if you have a safety rotating, I think you can have KJ rotating at either or. But I think that with Gillespie, I think that he could do the same. But I think that he's a free safety, though. In my opinion, he's a free safety, and that's how I always had it. But I mean, I think it was either Mayock or Gruden that confirmed that he was a free safety. So
yeah. So let me ask y'all real quick, because we're so close to training camp. What is the best storyline going into training camp? Is it the O-line? Is it the slot position? Like, what are we looking at right now that's the biggest storyline going into training camp?
Ooh, damn. This is a team that got too many storylines.
I would say wide receivers.
I like that, right? And what is it? Is it just the battle for the number one? Because is John Brown going into training camp? Is he our number one going into training camp?
Oh, can't be.
So you don't think that he's coming in off the bat being Nelson Aguilar's replacement?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, yes, he's Nelson Aguilar's replacement, but Nelson Aguilar didn't come into the season as a number one.
Well, no, I'm just saying basically coming off where he left. I mean, Nelson Aguilar was our number one receiver. I know people are going to say Waller, but I'm talking specifically wide receiver position. Like is John Brad? Like, are we going with Edwards and Ruggs immediately?
I think we do. Yeah, I think we go with Edwards and Ruggs immediately.
I hope so. That's why
I think John Brown takes what Ruggs did last year, and then Ruggs does what Aguilar did last year. So basically, just, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I really hope
that's the plan. That's the plan. I'm not saying
exactly.
That's the plan. I feel like that's how we go into training camp, especially Brian Edwards coming off the injury. He has to be either number one or number two. They either both of them have to be number one and number two.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for me. Training camp, coming out of training camp. We have to get that answer.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, I think. Well, I know I said as soon as the season ended, Ruggs had the season that we thought Aguilar was going to have, and Aguilar had the season that we thought Ruggs was going to have. You know, like, they kind of flip-flop roles, and it worked the way it worked. One man got $13 million, and the rest is history with that. But I think biggest storyline, I think, would be our D-line. I mean, that because you look at our defense and the way that it's run, you need that D line to get after it, or else this defense is going to get picked apart. You know,
Hey,
like
do you guys think we have the cheapest? My bad, I'm trying to cut you up. Do you think we have the cheapest wide receiver room in the NFL right now?
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
John Brown was cheap. I mean, Willie Snead was cheap. Hunter Renfro's still in his rookie contract. Edwards,
yeah, all of our guys are either cheap or rookie contracts.
You can even throw Foster Moreau in there. I mean, because he's a tight end. You could throw Waller in there because he's a bargain. That's a bargain contract at tight end right now too for the kind of guy that has his productivity. Mm-hmm. So like that's crazy to think that because most teams, their biggest contracts are usually at the quarterback and wide receiver position.
Isn't that crazy though? Like how much money the Browns have invested in wide receivers and they don't use them.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. That's interesting.
I'm shocked that Odell Beckham is still going in as the number one wide receiver in Cleveland. I'm very shocked that he's.
You think he's the number one or what?
I'm shocked that he's still there. Yeah, I think he's a clear cut number one. I like Landry though. Don't get me wrong, but you got Odell on he's the number one receiver.
Yeah, you're paying him the most money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Landry, he's that guy though. Yeah. Like Landry's really like that though. Like, and the thing is, he's underrated for the fact that just because Odell's on his team, like Odell's just gonna get that attention just because his name. But I mean, y'all don't think that
Mayfield is like intimidated from OBJ?
I think that he's a grown man.
Because he didn't start playing better until after he got hurt.
Damn. I don't think so. I don't think he has that kind of mind, like that kind of
like one of those things. Like maybe he tries to force the ball and it just fucks with their head. So then it's like he's trying to force it to OBJ, but then when OBJ went out, they started getting on a roll, and it's like he wasn't even forcing it.
But they also started running the ball even more. You know what I mean? So I think that they just need to do that. Just that's what works for them. You got two of the best running backs in the league. Run the ball. That's what I hope we do this year. I hope we run down everybody's throats.
Yeah, me too. But hold on, real quick. Shout out to Jackie for the donation. She says NFL Network said we only beat the Chiefs because of Jeff Heath's interception.
That's cool. We still won.
Yeah, like what are you trying? Wow, like now you're trying to discredit the win so much that oh, just because we got an interception, which is what you're supposed to do on defense.
Yeah, it's like you only won because you played a better game.
Yeah, like what?
And Carr threw a pick in the beginning of the game too.
Yeah, he did.
So we gave him a pick, so it was 1 for 1.
Come on, man. Like, damn, he can't do nothing right at all. like damn, crazy, bro. Like you beat the best team. You beat the team in the league that hasn't lost to nobody else, and it's like, oh, you only won because you got a pick. What else? You want me to drop it just so they win? Like, and it ain't like he scored off the pick. I mean. He got close, but it wasn't a pick six. I mean, but like, what else is he supposed to do? Just like, you know what? It's the Chiefs. I'll let him catch it. Like, what?
Hey,
that's what we need to get from Barry right there. Those kind of interceptions.
Yes, that was a nice play. Play.
But what does that say about your team when you got Jeff Heath, who's unemployed, beating your team?
I mean, I like Jeff Heath. I kind of wish we would have kept him, but then because we got Gillespie, I'm glad. I mean, it makes more sense. But at first, when we didn't get Gillespie, I was like, "Come on, why are we letting go of Heath?" You know, good depth.
That same game, Heath almost picked him off. Before that, on the like the 5-yard line, Heath jumped in front of a flat route and he would have went for 6 on that play. Yeah, he would have went for 6 on that play, but he dropped it. But it's like Heath understands the game. Like he's played football, you know. Like he's not dumb. And then like,
if he wasn't getting paid $4 million, he'd still be a Raider. It's like at the end of the day, you put him at special team. He was a great special teams guy too. So
yeah, I'd rather have Jeff Heath right now than Solomon Thomas.
But it looks like the Raiders.
I'm about to watch Space Jam, y'all.
we always have one like white safety get like a bunch of picks in one game. Like it was Eric Harris against the Chargers 2019. Then we got Heath last year. So
yeah, that was
We'll see what happens. We'll see what if Levitt shows up this year maybe in one game.
Oh my god! If he gets any play time at free safety,
We're in trouble.
Injuries. Yeah,
we got some problems.
Yes, he should not be getting any burn this year, bro. Unless it's special teams.
Before that happens, you put Divine Diablo back there. You put David White back there. You put Tanner Muse. Anything over that situation,
bro. You go out and get anybody before you do that, bro.
Yeah,
you put Charles Woodson. You get Charles Woodson that's not even playing. You throw him a jersey. You give him a jersey before you put down 11 on there, bro. Like, hell no. I'm good. I'm good. No, thank you.
Hey, real quick, Wi-Fi and Ray, my brothers, man. What are you guys working on? Any film breakdown right now? Do you guys have any videos coming? Because I have some suggestions. I want to know what you guys got going on. Like Ray, what you got going on right now?
I got one is Gus Bradley and Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
He's already been in the division for a while, so we already know. Yep. We have tape on him playing against Patrick Mahomes, so we might as well see what's he gonna do on Sunday.
Ray, you already did one, or who else? Was it somebody else that broke down Gus Bradley's scheme against Baltimore on how he kind of perfected that defense? You did that, right?
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch that. I need to share that on. That was a fire ass video.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good one. That was one of my favorite ones, honestly, though.
That's how you know it's good when Ray says it was good.
No, I appreciate it, but I liked it because you get to watch it against a mobile quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it's like a little different. It's not like just watching, like for instance, Carr. You know what I mean? He's just gonna post up.
Yeah. Wi-Fi. What you got? What you working on, brother?
I got this one thing where it's like
you gonna play some Madden.
No, I got Gruden's first year. Like I'm trying to do like every year where like I've been working on it for a while where it's like key plays of each game and just kind of breaking down what happened week by week for each year. I did it and it was like, I don't know, it's taken a long time. So and I've just been chipping away at it, you know. But,
what have you seen? I mean, I don't want to go too deep into the video because I don't want you to give it. But what have you seen? Have you seen like improvements? Where have you seen the most improvements at?
Well, I mean, I've kind of mentioned some of it, even just talking in the lives with you guys on accident. That's why I was talking about the 2018 defense that one night, where I was saying through the first 6 or 7 weeks, when they had like veteran cornerbacks, when they had Leon Hall in there, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, and Rashawn Melvin.
I don't ever want to go back to that ever.
But the first 6 weeks before they started getting Conley and Worley in there, the DBs actually looked pretty good. Like
I like Rashawn Melvin, bro. I really did like Rashawn Melvin.
He started choking towards the second half of the 2018 season, from what I've been seeing.
Who was the other safety? Carl Joseph?
They had Reggie Nelson and Gilchrist, but they actually didn't start Joseph. They benched him for like the first
Marcus Gilchrist 7 weeks. Was so underwhelming. Oh my God!
He has a couple plays. There's so many dropped picks.
Yes, his signing though, like he did very, very good before coming with us, and yet again, Paul Gunther shows he does what he does best. Screws people up.
Rashawn Melvin was great when we picked him up,
but Rashawn Melvin still did okay. Like Gilchrist didn't. Like he was really underwhelming. Like that one's. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I thought Marcus Gilchrist was going to be really that guy.
But the one thing I noticed that D-line has just, like, always been trash, like, for so long. Like, because you'll see sometimes you're like, damn, the linebackers aren't too bad. Like, we had the former Chief Johnson in there and stuff like that. But then when you look at the D-line, like Frosty Rucker and, like, shit like that, I mean.
Danico Autry was still there, right?
Danico Autry did, we didn't get Mayo until 2019, but there was still Autry.
Shit, damn, Frosty.
And then Hankins, yeah.
Bro, that's what's sad. And shout out to Frosty Rucker. He be in my stories all the time. It's kind of actually weird, but to have him on the D line, like what the fuck?
If he was depth, but he was like playing every snap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like every single person the last 2 seasons.
Danico
like Max Crosby playing every snap.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
Harris should never be a starter. Nixon should never be a starter. Lawson should never be a starter.
Yeah, Harris has been there since 2018. I didn't really realize that, and I was like, damn.
He got a 2-year deal.
Let's be honest. Derek Johnson shouldn't have been a starter at that point in his career. Like, You're going off his name? Like what?
Wait.
It was him and Whitehead.
2018, was that when we got Bowman?
No, Bowman was 17.
Oh man, I was hella happy when we got Bowman, bro. Oh,
yeah, I was too. But Tahir Whitehead was actually really good against the run.
Yeah, dude.
Really good.
Bowman also he was in position to get a good amount of interceptions that year. He never caught him, ever until what we waited 11 weeks to get one interception, and it was by Navarro Bowman. He barely scooped it off the ground, bro. It was, oh my goodness, like that is ridiculous. Like
there was a couple times in 2018 when Nick Nelson, he was able to cover Tyreek Hill. I was surprised actually a few times in the slot. But then, but where's that guy at now?
Did he go back to Nebraska?
I don't know where he went. Oh,
holy shit. Nick Nelson. You know what's so crazy? When we picked him up, I loved that pick. I was like, Nick Nelson.
Everybody loved that. Yeah. He had the high PFF grade too. I was looking at it. Everybody was all like, it's a steal. Yeah.
Our defenses have been trashed. There ain't nothing to talk about because of that damn defense.
Yep, that's why.
Only Khalil Mack. That's it. Only thing you talk about on that defense is Khalil Mack. That's it.
And to that conversation, this is why Derek Carr is not the problem. We should extend him tonight, whenever.
For sure.
Clearly, he is not the problem.
Would you rather have like Baker Mayfield though than Derek Carr? If you're looking at people's numbers, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield. I mean, these people are getting better.
Come on, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield. That's way different. Those are like two different.
But you're just looking at AFC quarterbacks, you know.
I'm not taking Baker over Carr.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying he does have
Baker.
He has better numbers right now.
Let's say play action just wasn't a thing. This man is probably negative PFF grade, bro. He sucks. Like
he took the most time to throw, so that out of any QB, so that means that Baker just probably has a dope O-line, or like you're saying, play action, right?
Well, yeah, you got to think his offensive line is dope. He got probably one of the best running back groups in football right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, come on.
It's
you
just
gonna eat off of that. You got Jarvis. You got
two number one receivers. You got two number one backs. Like he has two number one receivers, two number one backs, a good enough O-line,
tight ends,
a good enough O-line, and is
a lot of goat talk in the chat, man. I love this shit. A lot of goat talk. A lot of goat talk.
Oh yeah, I do see DC's name in there.
They should extend DC and Solomon Thomas right now. Let's go. Talk that shit.
Wow.
I'm reading it now. Okay.
Each time I hear Solomon Thomas, I just disappointment. You know.
He said Carr is whack. Carr is whack. That shit kill me. What the hell we doing?
Carr is whack. Yep.
I mean, it is weird. I mean, it is still weird that he doesn't have that many touchdowns.
Every team in the fucking league needs Rodgers.
He's an MVP, buddy.
But why can't Carr throw for over 30 touchdowns? That's what I wonder. Like, I mean, I defend Carr all the time, but it seems like
you don't think he would have did it if he would have played against the Chargers?
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. But he only needed like two more, right, to get it. Oh, so yeah. he would have barely get it. Yeah, but
also, bro, we run the ball. We run the ball a lot. Like this year with a 17th game, he will do it.
Oh yeah.
I think another reason is because of the red zone issue. That's like the number one reason right there. Yeah. When you're 22nd, and the 23rd since John Gruden been here in the red zone, and you're not putting up touchdowns, like you got to think about it like this. People will say, "Oh, why didn't Derek Carr get so many touchdowns? Why didn't Josh Jacobs get so many touchdowns?" He led the league in attempts inside the 5-yard line.
Yep.
Inside the 5-yard line, he led the league in attempts rushing. Why don't you have more touchdowns? Why aren't you leading the league in rushing touchdowns? Nobody want to say shit about that though. Like,
but also, we had a bottom 5.
That red zone play calling, that shit garbage.
Yeah, it sucks.
You need to fix that shit.
Well, if you add DC's rushing touchdown, doesn't it put him at 30?
Yeah.
Well, it worked. Fuck it, 30.
You put. There's only so many times you can go into the 11 personnel in the 10-yard line without the defense saying, you know what, this motherfucker's running to the flats. This one's gonna do a crosser.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's actually gonna be a play action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and their fullback is gonna run to the flat. Like, bro.
All you gotta do is go watch the Chargers game with Mariota. We're doing the same exact shit. Mariota, the result's the same. Mariota throws it in the freaking dirt.
Yep.
Incomplete pass. He's trying to run. He gets hit out of bounds. It's the same shit. It's like, come on.
And at that point right there, Ray, what you just said, you made a great point, bro. Like at that point, I really realized like I thought it was more Gruden than DC. Like at that point, I was like, this isn't all DC. Like this is really Gruden's issue. The red zone, like you bring in Marcus Mariota doing the same shit. You got a mobile quarterback. Like why do you have him out there throwing the ball at the damn dirt or run like that? That's crazy to me. This dude can probably run it in. I don't even want to get on that shit no more, man. But you're right. You're right, bro. That's terrible, man.
And you can look at the years before Gruden got here. You know what I mean? Y'all already know this, but before Gruden got here, our red zone was ranked higher. It was never ranked less than like 15th or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
then,
you're always top 15.
And Madden King coming here trying to shoot, huh?
What happened?
He said you look like Cartman from South Park.
Shit.
Madden King.
Yeah, but he also trolling though too. So
Also don't got a fucking profile picture.
Yeah, somebody sniped the kid. Boop, 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 boop.
Grim Raider. I like this comment. If Gruden fails, who is the bigger setback, him or Jamarcus?
Damn. Gruden.
Oh, come on. Come on. How can Gruden be a bigger setback than Jamarcus?
Yes.
Okay, Jamarcus set us back like
they both got a lot of guaranteed money. I tell you,
4 years.
Yeah, but Gruden
set us back way more.
Gruden allowed Gunther to be here too long. Gruden allowed too much. He just allowed too much. No, hell no. And he's the head coach. He calls the shots.
No, when you come in and trade away the best players and you fail, you set us back dramatically.
But he only traded away like 2 good players.
But they were our.
What does that even mean? Only 2 good players.
It's only 2.
How many good players do we
have
have now?
I think we have like eight good players.
No. How many good players do we have now compared to Amari Cooper?
To their caliber,
Mac. I'm assuming you're talking about Mac and Cooper.
Right.
Yeah.
What wide receiver is as good as Cooper right now?
First of all, we got rid of 2 great players, not 2 good players. At the end of the day, you know, Cooper's still putting up over 1,000, and Khalil is Khalil. He's a
Khalil Mack is going to be what player right now is going to be at the end of Khalil Mack's career? What player right now is going to be the same tier as Khalil Mack?
I mean, I think the pass rushing position is going to just have less value over time. Like I just think people aren't going to start paying a ton of money for like the Matthew Judons, the Khalil Mack. They're not. I don't think people are going to do that anymore.
Well, those 2 people are completely different. Matthew Judon, you can't really compare.
I know, but I'm just saying, like Khalil Mack's he's the highest paid pass rusher, right? Aside from Aaron Donald, I guess, but they're roughly the same.
Of the year, I think deserves it.
But I mean, you could really the Bears game that the Raiders did. I mean, against the Bears in London, I think was proof that like you don't want to spend that much money on a pass rusher because you just take him out the game so easily by not running to his side, double teaming him, and then it's just kind of like, well, I spent $25 million on this guy, and he barely got like a half a sack on Carr the whole game.
No, he didn't even get a half a sack.
Wait, he got 1 pressure. I remember Carr had to like throw it away or something.
Yeah, he got a pressure.
Yeah, so it's just like
no, I think their market is.
But but the thing is, what's the biggest problem with the Bears?
Quarterback.
We have a coordinator.
We have a quarterback.
Nah, their receiver is not the problem.
If the Bears had DC,
the receiver doesn't want to be there.
In the same boat.
No, even what's his name?
Who was the quarterback when we played them? What was his name? It wasn't Henny, right?
No, it was
You talking about the Bears?
What's his name?
Exactly.
No, but he's a second string. Yeah. Exactly. No, we got lucky because Trubisky wasn't there. We there was a chance we could have lost. We almost gave up the game because Josh Jacobs didn't know that he had a ball to run.
Nah, they don't have literally their only problem is quarterback, bro.
Chase Daniel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you think that the Bears are going to be a playoff team this year with Justin Fields?
They have a chance.
Justin Fields is going to be a good quarterback.
You think he is?
Oh man,
I don't know.
But I mean, if they're just a quarterback away, then
quarterbacks.
Their upper management is so incompetent though. They may start Andy Dalton all year.
Yeah, that would be pretty rough. I mean, I think that Justin Fields is going to be pretty good, but I don't think the Bears are like automatically in the playoffs just because they have a slightly better quarterback.
Justin Fields no matter what, because we have them at the end of the schedule, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're facing Justin Fields, whether they're in a terrible situation or in a good situation. They'll play him because Andy Dalton sucks and put him in a bad situation, or they'll play him because he's on a tear. So,
but I just feel like they totally missed their window. Like the Bears don't have the same dominant defense that they had in 2019.
Oh,
like not even close. And so,
yes,
and that's what happens when you like pay like a defensive lineman the most money of any defensive player ever.
That's not what it is.
I think it is what it is.
No, because they could have had a serviceable quarterback.
They drafted. Think about that draft and who they drafted. They drafted Mitch Trubisky. Didn't they trade up to get him over like some other quarterbacks?
Mahomes,
like a Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
Watson, Mahomes.
Come on, man. If they had Deshaun Watson. Dude.
Okay, but now, so whatever. They drafted the wrong quarterback. Who knows? Maybe Trubisky would have done as well as Deshaun Watson. Maybe it's coaching. Who knows? But
hell no.
But now they missed it. Now that they need a new quarterback, they drafted another one in the first round, and then now it's like, okay, you're going to pay Khalil Mack for a few more years, and your playoff window, like your Super Bowl window, is closed. And now you're like in a money pit, and you're just going to have to like coast with this expensive pass rusher for 2 years.
Are they in the money pit?
Well, I mean, if you have so much cap allocated to one person.
The thing is, they never signed a like big name quarterback because they got Mr. Trubisky.
Because they got
they got rid of him, and then they just picked up Justin Fields.
Yeah, they got rid of Fuller too. That cleared up a good amount of space.
They haven't even like paid anybody really like big.
Oh, well, they gotta pay Hicks, their free safety, Eddie Jackson, Roquan Smith. He needs to get paid. Absolutely needs to get paid. And those are all defensive players. And the defensive players, their market is only going up right now.
Well, and I think Allen Robinson, he's on the franchise tag.
I think the thing with the Bears is if their offense were to like start rolling, their defense would start getting back to the way we think of that defense. You know what I mean? Like you can't continue to be a great defense for so long and the offense is trash with Mitch Trubisky as a quarterback. It's going to wear on you time after like year after year. And then you start to have quarterbacks like Graphk said, Chase Daniels. You feel me? Like then that's your quarterback. You're like, yo, like what are we playing for now? Like, yo, like, come on.
I think what's his name? Their receiver, Scotty Miller, bro. He is that guy. He will be that guy actually.
Scotty Miller?
No, that's Scotty Miller's Tampa Bay.
Oh shit!
You're talking about Anthony Miller.
Anthony, there, yeah.
Yeah.
They were talking about trading him though.
Huh?
They were talking about trading him.
Yeah, and I was hoping he would have came here.
They still got Rob.
Huh?
They still got Rob.
Yeah, but Allen will be gone next year.
Miller though, he is fast and he can route run.
They just drafted a receiver too. They just drafted a nice receiver. But it's crazy, man, to think about it. They had Mitchell Trubisky starting that whole time, and now he's a backup in Buffalo. Like that's crazy, bro. Like,
okay, I think we can all agree with this one. Saints are not a playoff team no more, right?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
They still have a nice defense.
So how many games did they lose with Taysom Hill? I know it was only like 1 or 2, right?
Bro, we're talking about Jameson Winston is going to have to consistently throw darts to Michael Thomas.
I'm sorry, bro. I believe in Winston. I'm sorry. I believe in him. I believe in Winston. I actually like Winston a lot.
That boy Winston, goofy as hell.
Hey, no, he's a weirdo. He's a weirdo off the field.
But when it comes to playing football, though, I think he has like a different kind of confidence. Like he has like this unwavering confidence. Like he just be goofy though.
Hey,
I don't know.
I think they should give him a chance. I'm not mad at it.
I'd rather have Winston than Mariota.
No,
I think
that's
Mariota
actually a
can win
tough
more
one right
games.
there.
Yeah,
That's a tough one.
no, I don't want any quarterback that's throwing 30 interceptions. I don't want no quarterback that's turning the ball over 30 times.
Y'all mean to tell me y'all would not rather have?
Yeah, but
you'd rather have Marcus Mariota.
He was just out there slinging that bug. I think. I don't know. I think with Mariota, it's just it doesn't matter. He's just gonna. I don't know. I feel like James
I'll take Mariota,
up a little bit. Mariota, I think it's just in him. He's just gonna turn that thing over.
If I had someone to train in the offseason, I would take Winston. But if I had someone coming in randomly in the middle of the year, then I'd take Mariota.
Yeah.
Just because the improv, you know what I mean? But game plan, I don't know. If I had someone long term, I'd probably take Winston.
Not only that, you have Winston sitting behind Breeze, right?
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
I'm just not taking 30 fucking turnovers.
So look, that division is bad anyway. They can still slip in somehow, somewhere. They got Tampa Bay, and that's it. Like, Atlanta's retooling. They got to start. They got to restart.
Their money management was terrible. Did y'all see that they gave what's his name, their tight end, the highest guaranteed money at the position?
Wait, who?
That they just drafted?
Kyle Pitts.
Yes, they gave him the highest guaranteed money for a tight end.
Yeah, but he's going to be that.
And he hasn't even stepped foot on against an NFL team.
Bro, first of all, I think Kyle Pitts is going to be that next guy. But
the man hasn't played a down yet, bro. And you're already in money situations, and you're giving him the most Garrett. Like what? Like y'all are just idiots.
And what if he just has a year? What if he has a year just like Hawkinson or Noah Fant? Like, yeah, they're good, but like, they didn't have like off the wall year.
Well,
I know I wouldn't wish that, but like, he's still a rookie. He's still a rookie.
That's why when we were talking about Kyle Pitts coming out of the draft, I was like, I would never do that. You know what I mean? Like tight ends are not solid as you think. They just come like randomly. They're just like, think about the best tight ends. They're just randomly. They kind of just randomly pop up. It's not.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not just gonna snatch one up in the first and be like, yeah, he's a solid.
Graphk would have picked Kyle Pitts over anybody, bro.
Okay, so let me say this. There's one team right now that's great, that's only missing a tight end. You put Kyle Pitts on Buffalo right now. You don't think that they're a Super Bowl contender?
Well, they already were, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they already are.
They already were, though.
I like Knox.
If they already are, look, they can win it. If you put a
I like Knox.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think
but they can also win it with what they have.
Knox is all right. He's all right.
Nah, I was just shocked. The man hasn't even I don't even think he was fitted for his jersey yet, and they did that, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, no, I wouldn't have taken Pitts over other. I don't know. That one was tough. Tough,
bro.
I remember we all thought that what's his name, fucking Parsons was gonna fall. I never spoke about that dude. I said nope, it won't happen.
So let me ask you this real quick. Would you guys rather have Kyle Pitts or Leatherwood?
Completely different.
Oh well, for our team, obviously Leatherwood because we already have two tight ends.
Bro.
We could always call Jason Witten too if we needed another tight end.
So I would have rather went and got Kyle Pitts if he was there. And
I'd rather not have Sam Young.
Go pay Mitchell Schwartz and bring in Kyle Pitts. Fuck it.
Nah, I don't know.
That would be crazy.
And it's over.
Bro.
One pass reset and it's over.
If you say Alex Leatherwood or Kyle Pitts, I want Kyle Pitts over Alex Leatherwood.
There we go.
But if you're saying if I have anybody to choose from 17, I'm not picking picks. But Leatherwood, yeah, I'm gonna pick up Pitts. I'll pick up a damn offensive tackle later in the draft. Shit.
Is there somebody after Leatherwood, bro, that got drafted that you would have rather had in the first round?
I mean, if I understand the question correctly, Mary.
Well, I mean, we got Mary. I'm just saying someone else that was there. Darius Hall?
I feel like that was the tackle that I don't know. I was saying like, oh shit, we're about to get Darius Hall.
Like if you were already set on moving your left tackle to right tackle, get Darisaw, bro. That's what I thought. Like if you already had that in your hand, get Darisaw. But
now looking back at it, it just as time's gone on, I'm not really tripping off the Leatherwood pick like that.
Yeah, me neither. I was just mad at the value.
Be a solid tackle and
I was just pissed at the value. Like he's a good player, but the value was just not it in my opinion. But at the same time, we saw two of our top guys, Jock and Merrick, go in the second. So
hey,
no, go
ahead, bro.
I was just say, like, what do they know on the inside that we don't know? You know what I mean? Because Merrick ends up falling. They take Leatherwood a lot sooner.
The physicals. Didn't they say they were getting the physicals hella late?
Yeah, they did say that because Merrick was something with his back, I think.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that until after he already got drafted.
But if I would have known Merrick was going to fall like to that point, and I still wouldn't have got Leatherwood, I probably would have got like a Barmore or something.
Ooh, no.
We've been really quiet on that on the Barmore front too. I've not heard a lot about him at all.
I didn't like Barmore at 17. I wouldn't have done that. Hell no.
Sanjeet would have gave up the whole farm for that.
He would have traded up to the first overall. No, I just Barmore is just like his pad level was ridiculously too high for me to like that. Especially in the first round. Second round where the Patriots got him, great.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
What was his thing? Like uncoachable or something like that. He's not good being around like or being told what to do or all this kind of stuff. No. But then dude, old linebacker from the Patriots just this week said that the Patriot way is horrible. You have no time to do anything. Like you're always in meetings. You have no time to even sit down and eat. Like, bro, if this man didn't like being coached, and this is all stuff that's true, he might hate the Patriots. But what about the dude? What is it? Isaiah Wilson, right?
I just think that if we would have had that dominant defensive tackle and then had that ball hawk and free safety, our defense would have just took it to a next level.
Isaiah Wilson, he's still a yeah, damn.
Yeah. Nobody wants that head case though, bro. Like it's too much.
I would have took him.
Yeah, why not just try him out?
Bro, so
baptize him,
bro. If you wilding out in Nashville, imagine what the fuck you gonna do in Las Vegas.
Who was that? Who was that?
Isaiah Wilson.
Isaiah Win. Is it Win? Yes, isn't it Win?
I don't know.
I think it's Wilson, the Titans guy, former Titans, right?
Yeah. Isaiah Wilson.
I would have took him just because then you could have went into the draft going out and trying to get Jock and Mary. Like that would have, bro. Boy.
I don't know why, man. I don't think Jock is going to be a great NFL player, bro.
In our system, he would have been good. I don't know about the Browns.
Yeah, I just don't see it. And I'm another Dame Brown.
They really revamped their defense.
So you think Jock would do better in our system than the Browns?
Well, schematically, I mean, it's a little bit better, but they run pretty similar to what we do. But he'd probably do better over there because they got a better D line.
I was gonna say, he had a way better chance surviving over there. Yeah.
No, I just wanted him. He was one of my favorite prospects.
Yeah, no, I didn't see him really. I didn't really see it. I just felt like he was that in between guy. People didn't really know.
Yeah. I like his film though. His film is great, but it's just will that translate to the next level when you're playing big ass? You know, when you playing big.
If he was like Devin Whiteside's doing all that, then for sure. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He would have been top. He would have been like top.
He would have been top 10.
Yeah.
He reminds me of what's his name? The Cleveland drafted too. Safety, punt returner. I'm drawing a blank right now. Play linebacker, huh?
Delpit?
No, not Delpit. What is it?
I wanted him the other year too. He was cool.
Oh my God, bro! I'm really drawing a blank right now. She's about to get me really mad, bro.
I'm not even sure.
Pepper.
Jabril Peppers.
Jabril Peppers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Reminds me of him. And he came to the NFL and look where he's at now.
What do you mean? He's doing good with the Giants.
He's okay. He's not great.
He's doing his job.
Do you think the job is better than him?
His job. He's better than any of our, he's better than any of our safeties, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And better than any of our safeties?
Yes.
I think we got two safeties that's better than him right now, and they're both starting.
No.
Wait, you don't think so? You don't think he's better? You don't think Mary can be better?
Can be
going
yes.
to be better or is?
Can be yes.
Well, nobody is if they haven't played a snap yet. So you could just invalidate like every rookie. Then
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what you
but in the context in which we're speaking,
I got Abram over Jabril right now.
In the future after this year, hell yeah.
In the future after this year.
After this season, hell yeah.
And I love Jabril. He played at LSU too, right?
I don't even know where Peppers played.
Yeah,
I thought it was
Alabama.
No, I thought it was LSU.
I'm thinking about Jabril Cox. Fuck.
Yeah, I thought it was Michigan. I might be tripping.
Oh, it's Michigan. Yes, you're right, bro. You're right. Michigan.
Man. We're all mad at Trent, let's be honest. Hell no, I really don't care about that.
Yeah, Michigan. That's facts.
Man.
He was great over there. That boy played offense, defense,
That boy was doing everything.
Yeah, he was a Swiss Army knife for real.
I'd rather take Aaron Donald over Mac. Duh.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. At this point, would you rather have Yannick and Max, or would you rather have Khalil Mack?
Oh, Yannick and Max easily. Yannick and Max easily.
I'm taking Max.
Oh, dude. Okay, a defensive line. I'm not taking one player.
Bro,
like he's just so easy to take out of the game.
Hell no.
You know what? Well, hold on.
Yeah,
Khalil,
he had the one good
is,
game.
He's 32. Khalil's 32 years old too, right? Isn't he? 32?
Yeah, he's old.
Damn. I'm taking Max.
And he's got a messed up knee.
No.
I mean, when you say it like that, his age and everything, yeah. But when you say Mac, I'm just thinking of the R Mac. Like I'm thinking of the.
No. I'm talking about right now. Right now, the players.
Yeah, I'm still taking Mac. I don't care.
Contract, age.
Mac and Cleveland.
No, that's not even worth it. It wouldn't be worth it now.
Mac and Cleveland, let's do it.
Shit, Gruden's been here 3 freaking years. Like,
yeah,
this is long gone now.
Oh, that's a good one. Mac and Clee or Yannick and Max.
I'll take Mac and Clee though. Fuck.
That's actually kind of tough.
Crazy, yo, that should be crazy.
Who's running on that? Who's running? Who's running the ball to the outside?
That should be crazy.
Hey,
yeah, but on passing downs, depends.
Bro, Clee's getting better, and Mac is fire too. Like,
yeah, I'm taking Mac and Clee.
Clee is a big defensive end.
Bro, imagine that Clee and Mac. That would be fucking insane.
But there is no Clee.
That'd be dope.
There is no Clee because of it though.
No, I know. I'm just saying this just hypothetically, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy.
I mean, how well is Mac? Because I know Mac always gets like he's rated high in all the ratings and everything, but I mean, how well has he actually done in the past like 2 years? As far as
it's really hard when you're getting blocked by a tackle, a guard, and a tight end, and still getting chipped by a freaking running back.
Yeah. So wait, 9 sacks last year, 8.5 sacks in 2019.
Yeah, but look at his first year there, bro.
First year, 12.5.
Right. Yeah, his first year there, he was better than our whole defense.
Wi-Fi playing a mannequin challenge right now. That motherfucker just froze up.
No, yeah, Mac had his first year with the Bears had better freaking stats than our defense, bro. Yeah. Like it was ridiculous.
And that's why I feel like that's why I feel like with the question they had asked, or not the question, or was it Jamarcus or Gruden who set us back further? I say Gruden, like for real.
Yeah, Gruden. Easy.
But we're already, dude, after 2017, we were at the bottom already again. Like that 2017, the 2017 season was horrible. It was a horrible season. Watching those games, because I watched a little bit before I watched 2018, it's just like not competitive at all.
But Wi-Fi, I kind of agree with you, bro, because look at this. If we didn't get Jamarcus Russell, look at those guys that went right after him. Imagine if we had, what was it, Calvin Johnson was there?
Yeah.
That's who I wanted to get.
Bro, so imagine you could say Jamarcus Russell because at the end of the day, you could have had one of the most dynamic. Right now, he'd still be playing if he wasn't playing on the line.
Imagine if Calvin Johnson had DC throwing him to deep.
Bro, Calvin Johnson wants to play right now, but he can't because of Detroit.
Really?
Yes, he would still be playing right now. He wanted to get out of Detroit so bad but they wouldn't let him out of his contract that he retired instead of playing.
Wait, so what do you mean he can't play right now because
he's still
because
under
if he comes
contract.
back, it's Lions.
Yeah,
They have to release him if he comes back.
They have to release him. He's only 34, right? Yeah,
he's what?
He's like 34 years old, I think.
Isn't that what had to happen when Lynch came back? When Lynch came back for us, didn't
Lynch.
yeah. Seattle had to like release him or something.
Damn,
right?
wait.
But Marshawn was different though. Marshawn was like this. I won you guys a Super Bowl. I helped win you guys a Super Bowl. Like, come on. I want to go back home. It's the perfect story. I'm going to Oakland. They're leaving to Vegas. I think Seattle was like, we owe that to him. Calvin Johnson, let's be honest, one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. They never won a meaningful game in Detroit ever. It's a little different, but Calvin Johnson is still one of the best wide receivers of all time. And, for Detroit not to say, look, we'll let you go somewhere else. There was talks that he was going to come to the Raiders. He said there was even talks of him saying, I would love to be a Raider. He even came to camp one time and was helping with our receiving corps, giving them guidance and stuff. So
I remember that.
I would take him right now.
If Gruden could use Witten,
that we could have drafted him, but we're already 3 years deep with Gruden, a new defensive coordinator.
Hey,
seven first round draft picks later. Like how much? 7 first round draft picks later.
Like, bro, imagine
think about that. 7 first round draft picks. Who's our best first round draft pick? Like
Jacobs,
a first round running back.
Yeah, that's people.
Imagine or imagine last year. You had Megatron. You just say, okay, first and goal on the 5. We're throwing it to Megatron 4 times, 4 fades. He's catching one of them
for sure. Probably the
first.
Start
throwing it to him. It's over. It'll be over. But
so
that was a big gap right there.
If Gruden has like another bad year, do you think it's going to be framed? Do you think do you think he could frame it in a way where it's like, well, Gruden didn't succeed with the rebuild because he believed too much in Derek Carr. Like he put too much in Derek Carr. He didn't do a full rebuild because, that's still a lot of cap. And we were just talking about the Bears and how they have so much cap because they don't pay a quarterback. And so when you do a rebuild, you would think that you would get rid of the quarterback, no matter how great, or above average or they
the Bears
are.
Would have 2 Super Bowls right now with DC. They would have 2 Super Bowls with Derek Carr.
They have 3.
Maybe.
But they wouldn't have the cap to do that, right? Because they'd have to pay him.
With DC's contract, they would.
With his contract now, but I mean, when he was getting the 25, the signing, the guaranteed money, the signing bonus, like that initial 2017 contract. Obviously, they couldn't take that.
Yeah.
And Mac, and all these players they have. So I think if he has another bad year, he could frame it that way because he's kind of gone the most hardcore pro DC in a way that I think gives him leverage to say, hey, I put too much in this quarterback, which means give me some more time. I could do another rebuild.
There's no narrative in this world this year that Gruden can use to frame something that with him not succeed. If he doesn't succeed this year, it is all on Gruden.
Hold on. There's one.
I need to know that.
There's one.
What?
If DC gets hurt.
No.
Well,
You have the best backup in the league. Run the ball.
Well, he's no Jameis Winston, but
no. Even if God forbid, knock on wood, God forbid anything happens to DC, I'm still comfortable that look, we're gonna run the ball. It will be all right. I still think we'll be okay. We're not gonna be as good as we were with DC, but no, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, he paid him too much money, so he can't use that as an excuse because you paid your backup a shitload of money.
Yeah, you get $100 million. I don't care if Chad Henne is your quarterback. You better win.
My bad, Raid. What were you saying?
Huh?
I thought
someone in the chat said, "Why you hate Gruden so much, Raid?"
Because he ain't done shit.
He wants to win. Ray wants to win. At the end of the day, like it all falls on your head coach.
It's pretty simple.
I kind of like Gruden though. Like I really do feel like a lot of it has been the players' fault, and the fact that like I feel like they just haven't.
Hold on. You can't blame the players, dog. Like
I mean, I think
the
he's
defensive coordinator.
Wi-Fi. Gruden kept Paul Gunther.
3 years.
but there's times where like I don't know.
It was one fucking year, man. The defense wasn't even good. It was average at best.
Still though, like it's not like they gave Paul Gunther a ton of money to do well on defense. They gave him some draft picks in 2019, and they gave him Corey Littleton, right? But for the most part, over like these past 3 years, Gunther hasn't had much to work with. Like there's been no big. This is the first time in Ngakwe that we've like signed a defensive player outside of Littleton to a sizable chunk of money. That's like guaranteed.
Let me ask you
who's
this,
the last high-paid defensive player we've had outside of Littleton?
Let me ask you this: if Gus Bradley had that defense last year, what would have happened?
I don't know. If Abram played the same way he played, I mean, you could say that he's going to do better in the box. You could say he'd do better in the box, or if he had the same amount of injuries, if Littleton still had coronavirus, then yeah, they might have played just as shitty. You don't know.
No.
If Malik Collins is your starting defensive tackle, yeah, maybe.
But Gus Bradley, we beat the Chargers twice. We beat Miami. We maybe even beat Kansas City twice.
I mean, I think so this year because we have better players, though, right? Like, don't you guys think we just have overall?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
Depth. Shout out to Paul Gunther in the chat. Oh shit, bro.
You know what? I'm defending Paul Gunther. I'm gonna be on his side.
No, Paul Gunther. I'm not sure what was going on or why the defense got worse. The defensive line got worse when Marinelli came in. I thought we were just gonna get better from there.
Because Marinelli probably, Gunther probably was not trying to bounce ideas off, bro. I mean, bro, Gunther's best play was that stupid ass double A gap blitz. Like, fuck, bro. It ain't Madden, bro. Stop, bro. It's not it, bro. You put Paul Gunther's defense, bro. When you need pressure, we're gonna put both of our linebackers in the A gap. One of them is gonna rush. The other one's gonna drop back in coverage. The other one, or both of them are just gonna rush. It was like, bro.
So Wi-Fi, while you're eating stuff in your face and shit.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll put my son down.
What's up?
Nah, you think Paul Gunther has an excuse to why he was bad? Like, come on now, man. You got a couple first round draft picks. You got Farrell, Abram, Arnett, like.
Yeah, so you have those draft picks, but you don't have any free agents. Like, besides Littleton, Kwiatkowski, that's not even that big of a signing when you look at the contract. So you don't have any free agents that you invest a lot of money in to help this defense. You're just relying on a bunch of rookies. Yeah, we didn't really do that on the offensive side of the ball.
He couldn't even bring in his own guys though. He couldn't. He only brought in Vontaze. That was the only person he could bring in. Like
the Vontaze was
Reggie Nelson.
He was here before.
Oh, yeah, he was already there for 1 year. A couple of years, right?
I thought he came back.
No. Reggie Nelson saw Paul Gunther and was like, fuck this shit. He was like, hell no. This defense.
Yeah, see, man, so no, Paul Gunther, there's no defending that dude. Like, come on
now.
Who's the big name signings that we got on offense?
But I'm mainly defending
Who are the big name offensive signings that helped us win?
What, for these past years or this past year? This past year.
For the time that you're talking about the defense, did you get any signings? Who are the big name signings for the offense that helped us win?
I mean, obviously, you could say Waller, you could say Tyrell Williams for a few games.
Waller's a big name signing?
Well, I mean, he ended up being a big name signing, not at first.
But you can't do that. You can't say, "Oh, well, he ended up being a big name signing." Like,
Trent was a big name signing.
Trent.
But did he really contribute to us winning?
2019, yes, he did. 2019.
Yeah. Well, still, the money's still invested there. I mean, like, you ultimately have more depth on that side of the ball if you're just investing more money there, even if the guy doesn't play that much.
In 2019,
like Sam Young.
2000.
Sam Young?
No, I'm not talking about Sam Young. I'm just saying, like,
Brandon Parker,
Trent Brown, and then like even the trades, when you just think about how many trades we've done for offense, 2019 in particular, even though it's lower round, trading for Zay Jones, trading for Trevor Davis, that's still draft capital. You're still making moves to help the offense. Granted, we didn't have any receivers at that time.
Yeah, but those were
nothing like that has happened. I know,
Yeah,
but I'm not even counting.
Signings.
I'm not even counting Trent Brown as a big signing. I'm not even counting Tyrell Williams was a big signing. LaMarcus Joyner. LaMarcus Joyner and Corey Littleton are our big signings for defense under Gunther, right? Free agent.
Yeah, you can say that.
And then on offense, you would say, I mean, even though AB didn't work out, you would say Tyrell Williams. You'd probably say Trent Brown. And even Richie Incognito, you would say that
you're reaching now, dog.
You still spent a lot of cap. I mean, you still spent money on him. Either way.
I mean, you spent money on every player. You spent money on Jeff Heath.
Yeah, but he was like almost 10 mil though. He was like almost 10 mil until he restructured recently. And then, I mean, you got a first round draft pick. You got a backup quarterback, like one of the highest paid backup QBs. I mean, it's a lot on offense.
Yeah, it's also a lot on defense. 3 first rounders, Max Crosby, Isaiah Johnson, Trayvon Mullen.
I mean, the thing is, you see big name signings, and it's like, okay, well, if you use those players, you can say Nassib, you can say Littleton, you can say Kukowski, you can say Collins. That's fire. That's 4 players right there.
Okay, Nassib. I forgot about Nassib. Yes, that was
Joyner, Littleton. Who else? Jeff Heath. Who else? Was Tahir Whitehead gone?
No, he wasn't big.
Bowman he was still a decent contract.
Tahir Whitehead was still a big pick.
So it's like it depends on what do you mean by a big contract? I think the only big contract was Trent Brown. That's it.
I just feel like with Gunther, they're kind of like, hey, we're gonna give you a bunch of like cheap veterans and rookies, and like you make it work.
Yeah, but that's kind of what Tyrell Williams was.
I feel like that was Paul Gunther. That was Paul Gunther's choosing.
Bro, hey, get Hefe out of here, please, man. Snipe him, bro. He talking about kissing men and shit. Get him out of here, bro. Paul Gunther, bro. Please, like, block him, bro.
What?
He said, "Let me French kiss you, Andy."
Yeah, but
then he said,
no.
Oh my god.
Paul Gunther was no.
Thank you. There we go. Get him out of there, bro.
Oh,
so let me tell you this. Let's say this. Do you think Paul Gunther is better than Gus Bradley?
Hell
no, I wouldn't say that. But
okay, so at the end of the day, we upgraded. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, but I'm talking about people blaming Gruden for our failures. So yes, Paul Gunther's his biggest mistake, but like,
I like how I just say Paul Gunther was blocked. I like how I just said that
in real life.
I mean, I just
everywhere.
At the end of the day, bro, there's nothing you can justify for Paul Gunther.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah. But I'm just saying, defending Gruden though, like why you should give him like the thought about giving him more time, like. He's clearly been derailed by things that are outside of his control, like injuries, obviously. You could say that about most teams, but he also has and he always invests in each area that I think most people think we need investment in, right?
He derailed himself by allowing Gunther to stay for 3 years.
So you think that's like unforgivable, and like if he fails, that will always be like,
okay,
his cardinal sin.
It's unforgivable that you allow him to stay for 3 years and you trade away Mac. You don't re-sign Bruce Irving and all this kind of shit, bro. Yes.
Oh, but Bruce Irving didn't want to play.
It's keeping Paul Gunther. It's drafting Cleveland Farrell with the 4th pick. It's all the draft picks, really. You could just say that. What else is it? Trading away Mac, trading away.
This is how the Raiders go into a draft.
Like, how much more do you need? You had 7 first-round draft picks. You should have had it together by now. It's like you also said, you're trading. He's the one choosing to trade capital away for the offense, but he's not trading away capital for the defense. You said it yourself.
Trevor Davis, Zay Jones, yeah.
That's John Gruden's fault.
The Raiders go into a draft and say, who has the most character? Not who's best at football.
At the end of the day, man, you look at it like this. What is this, year 5?
4?
4?
Yeah.
Year 4? Look how fast Buffalo turned it around when they got Josh Allen. Look how fast
the Browns, bro.
Look how fast Miami turned their shit around from being one of the worst teams. The Niners went from
the Browns were the worst team.
Browns, bro. Like you have 4 years. Like this is your 4th year. Like bro, like
we've seen 4 teams do it before us, bro.
Yes, this is the proven year for sure. This is the year where Mark Davis has to really sit back if it doesn't work and say, "I made a mistake. What the fuck am I doing?" Like this has to be the year.
But I think Mark Davis likes Gruden because he pretty much tells Gruden, "I'm not going to give you that much money to spend." And Gruden isn't allowed to make the kind of free agent signings that Cleveland makes, or Miami, or Buffalo.
Why you say that?
We don't have the cash,
bro.
We don't have the cash, and that's why we don't do it.
They make big name signings on the offense, but not the defense.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we're not giving bonuses. We're not giving bonuses like other teams give. We don't have the money for it.
Brown was getting paid. AB would have gotten paid. What?
But that was guaranteed money. That's not a bonus. That's totally different. Like
but
Mark Davis doesn't have the Mark Davis doesn't have the cash to just give it to somebody right away. He could only guarantee it. So that's why we can't pick up some big free agent signings like I think these other teams can, like Cleveland.
That's why we didn't get
Miami, Buffalo. Exactly.
Well. Let's change the narrative now. We are in Las Vegas. We're no longer in Oakland. There's no taxes. Look, it is Las Vegas. Things are going to change now. This is year 2 in Las Vegas. People want to play there. There's things that Mark Davis can sell to players. The no tax thing. You know what I mean? The inexpensive housing.
But we missed out on Byron Jones and Chris Harris Jr. in the same year.
I wouldn't want to pay Byron Jones that kind of money. I'm sorry, bro.
What?
I'm not.
And that's why we missed out on Mac. According to Gruden, he was trying to pay him, but it was too much money up front.
Okay, Andy, let's see what Byron Jones looks like this year if Howard doesn't play.
Bro, what? Howard's getting his success because of Byron Jones.
10 interceptions because of Byron Jones?
Yes, because they don't want to throw to Byron
10 interceptions because of Byron Jones.
Yes, because they don't want to throw to Byron Jones. It was a same.
I wanted to pay Byron Jones that much. No,
bro, Howard led the league in interceptions 2 years ago too.
I would have rather traded away picks for Jalen Ramsey or DeForest Buckner.
Yes.
But we don't ever trade away picks for defensive players. We only do that for.
Well, this is 3 more people that we picked up on the offense. I guess this is a poor Wi-Fi statement. We did get Cook, Jordy, and Cordell Patterson. Cordell Patterson was a kick returner. Jordy Nelson, motherfucker, retired with the Packers the year after. And Jared Cook, I like that one though. Jared Cook.
Who Jared Cook played for before he came to us?
Packers.
Green Bay.
Didn't he do the Rams for a little bit too?
Yeah.
The reason why we signed him was because he bailed out Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs with that crazy catch on the sideline to get them that field goal. That was
against the Cowboys, right?
That was a ridiculous catch though. Yeah. His knee was like a centimeter off the ground, bro. And I'm glad we had him. Shout out to Steven. He says, should have stuck with Del Rio and McKenzie. Look at Miami, Buffalo. Gruden sucks, to be honest. Got to keep it 100. And Carr is good, but not elite.
I don't think any of us will fight that he's elite.
Yeah.
But you know how many good quarterbacks won Super Bowls? A lot.
There is
Manning got 2 of them.
There's 3 elite quarterbacks in our game right now. It's A-Rod, Brady, and Mahomes.
What about Russell Wilson?
Yeah, you can put 4. Yeah, yeah.
Is Brady really elite though? Like I'm gonna say,
I don't know.
Is Brady really an elite quarterback?
Brady has an elite defense.
I don't think Brady has ever been an elite quarterback
and an elite offense.
Nah, well, if we're looking at accolades, he motherfucker's elite. He's the greatest.
Okay, but like this, and I look. Y'all may trip out. You put Brady on that same team that we had last year, we would have had a worse record.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Would have been garbage.
Easily.
Yeah.
He would have been injured mid-year.
Yeah.
Straight up.
He would have been
for sure.
Falcons game, he would have got torn up, boy.
Yeah.
He would have died.
Brady needs so many pieces around him to succeed. I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this whole thing. Should have stuck with McKenzie though, because I mean, you look at
We got a similar defense now, similar system.
But every draft though, man, this guy busted every draft after 2015.
Hey, he just went and drafted the GOAT out in Miami, so you know we got Javon Holland. You know what I mean? So
wait, McKenzie's over there?
Man. I don't know.
What was y'all take on Holland before we leave? Because we've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Or me?
No, Andy. Me and you have been.
Me and you, yeah. That's why I just said that. What was y'all takes? What was y'all takes on?
Hey, I've been on here an hour and a half.
What was y'all takes on Javon Holland?
It depends on what you drafted him for and where you drafted him.
Okay, for our team,
nickel.
Are you drafting Javon Holland?
Starter right now, nickel starter.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I would have had to play. I would take him as a nickel in with one of our thirds.
In the 10th round. Yep.
Starter.
Maybe like a third or a fourth rounder.
Oh, y'all just disrespectful.
But I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have lasted that long. But I wouldn't pay any more than that. So
I wanted us to do Tyson Campbell for the nickel in the first round.
I wanted to see Elijah Molden.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. My fault.
I just think draft's too hard to predict, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, you never know how it's going to go. It just has to be borne out in practice, you know.
You know, honestly though, before we go, what do y'all think about? I know it's been brought up before, but Trevon Merrick at the nickel.
I think we should see it.
Like he played a lot. He played a lot.
Yeah,
man.
I think that if you want to see, if you want to see your second round pick if you want to maximize his growth and everything, you have to put him there at times. You have to.
And I would love to see that. See Tyree back there with Abram. Shit, that'd be nice. Even though KJ in the mix, I would love to see Trayvon Merrick in the nickel. That's actually something I probably want to see a lot of. To be real.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't want him to do man coverage in the nickel, though, right?
I would not care if he was in man coverage in the nickel.
He would get burned. He would get burned.
I don't want to see Nate Hobbs man in the nickel. Shit, he gonna get cooked.
Nah, that dude. The reason why he led in pass breakups was because of man coverage, bro.
Who?
Like
Merrick.
Yeah.
He was. That's what I'm saying. Like if you go look at his tape, his single high tape, there's not too much. There like really isn't. He did play at single high, but if you go watch, he played a lot.
Though, he doesn't have much, but when he played, he fucking balled.
Yeah,
he balled. So
I'm just curious to see what this defense is gonna turn out to be. Like,
I think
in that video, I'm sure y'all know, but you know, in the cover 3, Gus Bradley, you know how he has that safety like right in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
like there's a single high safety, but then there's a safety in front of that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just curious to see who's that going to be. Who's that guy? You know, basically, I think it was Rayshawn Jenkins playing that spot.
It's different.
I think that was Rayshawn Jenkins playing that spot.
There's multiple different ways that he runs that cover 3. It's a lot. Like that one specific play, you could probably see Divine Diablo playing that, but in the base, we don't have a safety in the middle like that. In the base, he's basically just like a outside to the outside linebacker, and he'll just be in the flats.
Who?
In the base 4-3 under.
No, I'm saying who would be in the flats?
It's either gonna be your Will or it's either gonna be Jonathan Abram. Jonathan Abram's either gonna be in the middle sharing it with Kukowski or Littleton, or he's gonna be in the flats. That's why he'll be very good, because flats in the middle of the field sharing it with another linebacker is not the same as playing deep high. So,
hey, quick question, real quick, bro. I know we keep saying this. Hey, how do y'all feel about Andre James being rated the worst center in the league? I
didn't see that, but at the same time,
he hasn't played enough.
Yeah, you could say that. Go ahead.
But how the fuck? Because we've been rated the worst everything this past offseason. So
we were rated the worst offseason.
Yeah, so it doesn't shock me. Worst wide receiving core, just worst everything. But that's kind of you going off just inexperience, I guess. I guess you want to say he's the worst center in the league because of that.
Honestly, I'll keep it 100. I don't really know all the
Other team
centers could be
centers.
like, oh,
Yeah.
well, you know, I mean, he's better than this center. He's better than that center.
All I know is that he's not Hudson and he's not Kelsey. And he's not Brandon Linder.
Yeah, but you know what's so crazy? I think Nick Martin would have been rated the worst center in the league too if he started over Andre James, just because we're the Raiders, and it just is what it is. So, but
I mean, people are saying Rodney Hudson's getting more love, right? Because nobody.
Hell yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's the best center in the league now.
He's the best of all time.
Bro,
I thought he was like aging and struggling, and we re-signed him for too much money.
As he got traded. Extremely center needy team. Arizona Cardinals gets the best center in the NFL, and all this. Like, now you want to say he's the best center in the NFL? Before he was just, he's very athletic, very good. All right, now he's the best in the NFL.
I'm just happy because I know for sure behind the scenes Tom Cable went up to John Gruden and said, "Hey, you know I got this, right? Like let's make these two moves with Gabe and Huddy. I
hope so.
Like I got this. I really believe that.
If our offensive line if our offensive line doesn't work out, you just gotta think about it. Gruden has to go, yo. Like, he has to. You have 2 first-round draft picks in the offensive line. You just sent away your other guys. Like, come on, you can't just keep doing this. You can't send away Khalil Mack and Cooper and then now invest in the offensive line and it end up not being as good as he thinks it's gonna be. You just can't keep doing this stuff. Like,
yeah, you really can't.
Time.
You really can't.
At some point, I want to see some Raiders play their whole career as Raiders, like we used to do back in the day. It's just you never see it anymore, man. It's just like, are you kidding me, bro? Like we draft these guys high, they're gone in 2 or 3 years. The rookie contract are done. Yeah. We trade them, we get rid of them.
Like we never until Colton Miller. Last time we picked up a 5th-year option, bro, was
the only guy that we really kept for a long time, I think in the last 20 years, is probably Carr.
Yeah, and he was a 2nd rounder. Like,
yeah,
shoot, this is good. This is a good one to end off the night. He says, "Sorry, I'm late. Just got the Raiders and Ravens tickets to that one season opener. I was gonna be jumping, bro. So I'm happy that he got those tickets." He says, "But why did Kirby suddenly retire, and who's going to replace him?" Me and Graphk spoke about that earlier in the live. I think somebody basically is just going to get promoted to his position.
Yeah.
But as far as him just suddenly, retiring, I try to look at it in the best way possible and say you just got to be happy. He was a Raider, ended or not like as a player, but he was with us, only 6 years old and is in a position to retire. You can only give a man props. And I mean, I think Josh Jacobs, he was like, he understands the decision and all that kind of stuff. And then I think it was Scout said that he was what was it? He was like juggling that in the air anyways. Like he was already thinking of doing that since last year. So
and he's been around long enough to the point where if he has been juggling it around, he has spoke with Gruden to let him know, like, hey, he's a professional. There's a reason why he's been great for 2 decades. Yeah. Like, I guarantee this isn't like a situation where he just up and packed his bags today. I guarantee Gruden and everybody was getting ready for it. They knew it was coming.
It was probably just finalized, Yeah, Kirby Wilson, yep.
But and then like Greg Olson's not really our offensive coordinator too, so I feel like I don't know. He's probably capable of filling any void, right? Since Gruden's basically the offensive.
Yeah, that's what we said. What if he gets demoted and we bring an actual offensive coordinator in?
Oh shit.
Imagine you demote Cable and bring in a real offensive coordinator, bro.
I don't even really know any running back coaches, so I can't even say who will replace them. So
that's what I'm saying. You probably
I don't know the depth of personnel like coaches like that. So
you probably just end up promoting. That's it.
I would be worried if we didn't have Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake. Like we have 2 of the best, top 3 for sure running duos in this league. I'm not too worried about who the hell is so-called coaching them. I'm not. Now, if we were back in the day with like fucking Justin Fargas and somebody else backing him up, I'd be a little more worried. Like, holy shit, like what are we doing? But right now, I'm not really. And Justin Fargas, I'm a fan of Justin Fargas. I'm just saying, right now this is probably the best running back duo we've had since Gardner and Wheatley. So I'm not really too worried about it at all.
Yeah. No, hell yeah. This is the best duo we've had.
Yeah.
Well, Latavius Murray, man, fuck it, whatever.
Michael Bush, McFadden, that was a good duo.
Hey, Bush was nice
He was
for a
big.
year. For a year.
Mhm.
That boy was big as hell. That boy was big as hell. Every time he got on the field, I was like, God damn.
Man.
Hey, next week I get a home game, y'all.
Yup.
So NorCal Coalition is going to be on my channel, and then I don't think X is ever going to get one because he's never here. Icy's traveling the world on some billionaire shit. So Icy don't really give a fuck. Shout out to my brother Icy, man. But so next week we lit again. But next week let's do it on Thursday.
All right.
My Fridays are kind of tough, man. I know my son. They just went to sleep. They're probably pissed as shit at me. Like you just.
It was better late than never. We all got on here at one point, bro. Yeah. So it was good.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I got bullied into popping in, and then Ray just popped in out of nowhere. It was like, it was cool. And then this is perfect to close it out, man. He says, "Y'all the four horsemen. Let all the experts talk crap. We'll make them eat their words. Let's go." Raiders!
My son's asleep. Raiders.
Hell yeah, but bro, yes. And then we just keep the lives in rotation, bro. And then whenever Icy stops traveling the world like a billionaire, he'll get it on his channel too. But
facts.
Yeah, man. I appreciate all y'all for coming out too. Real quick, all y'all just say where they can find you at on IG and all that kind of stuff though.
Y'all already know Instagram, Rated Tape, YouTube, Rated Tape. Appreciate y'all putting this together for real every time. It's always a good time. So you already know what it is.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and I'm WifiWillie on YouTube, WifiWillie on Instagram. Yeah.
He couldn't wait to get that bite in.
I'm sorry. I always love doing this. It's always hella fun. And I like just seeing the chat too. The comments in the chat's always hella funny.
Yeah.
So
just subscribe to these guys. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. We had like 150 deep in here at one point. So I appreciate all y'all for pulling up. But shit, we out of here, man. Like you said, next week, home game for Graphk. It'll be fun. We're not gonna be late.
Gatekeeper Graphk, man. We're about to be lit.
And there we go. Just like that, we out of there. I appreciate y'all. But shit, we gone, bro.